Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
Dímelo, mi gente. You already know this is Punch Run Boxing, aka Mr. Moo Shot himself, aka El Adobo, El Sazón, El Borracho, El Pastor de Boxeo. Mi gente, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are this side of heaven. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, damn, it's going to be a slow 2022. I ain't think it was going to be a slow 2022. I thought after the pandemic, I thought that boxing was going to flourish. But me just thinking about it, damn, the pandemic and the sport of boxing was better. Boxing was better during the pandemic. Boxing was better during the pandemic. We got Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko. We got Jose Ramirez versus Josh Taylor. We had the likes of Dillian White versus Povetkin when he got knocked out the first time. Dillian White got knocked out. We had Shakur Stevenson. He fought or something like that. Shakur Stevenson fought. Nah. Let me see who we got. Who else we got? We had Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell. Right? We had Canelo Alvarez, but that's when when it actually opened up, right? We had some good fights. We had some good. We had Earl Spence versus Daniel Silva Garcia. Who else we had? We had the likes of the young gunners doing their thing, man. We had Edgar Balaga emerged during the pandemic. Jared Anderson did his thing during the pandemic. Virgil Ortiz, Bruce Ennis did his thing during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? They stepped up in competition during the pandemic. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Boxing was good. I thought that when 2022, when everything was gonna be opening up, I thought it was gonna have all. I thought it was gonna have it all. The Leo Santa Cruz versus Javante Davis was during the pandemic. Was Inoue versus Nonito Donet, that was after the pandemic, right? What's good, man? Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's good? All the members. Dani Medina, saludo, mi gente, saludo. Dani, ¿cómo está todo? ¿Está bien? Everybody. Randy Hernandez. Randy, my friend. ¿Qué lo que, mi hermano? Let's go. MFB, what's good? Mike from Boston in the building. What's good, man? Mike from Boston in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people, people still talking about this past weekend, but not too much, man. Again, man, you know what I'm saying? My condolences go out to the Russian fighter that is fighting for his life. He got an induced coma and stuff like that. So prayers go out. Prayers go out to the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. They put their life on the line for pure entertainment. Sometimes we forget. Well, collectively, I think that the boxing world and the boxing community forget how serious this business is. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people going around calling fighters derogatory names, calling them bums, calling them pussies, calling them all of the derogatory names that you could think of. But yet, the sacrifices that you have to take in this sport and the risks, man, is tough. And there's gonna be people out there that's just gonna be hard-headed people. That's what they chose. That's what they chose. Come on, stop that. Quit that, man. Quit that. We're gonna be talking about a little bit about that because we had this discussion, I believe it was last year, when we were talking about, you know what I'm saying, we know the sacrifices in the sport of boxing, we know the risk. There's some fighters that be like, they don't want to do no harm or permanently damage a fighter in the ring, but actions speak louder than words. You going out there, it's either him or it's either you. So you may say that you don't want to permanently damage somebody in the ring, but the way that you swinging, man, look, man, it's just the business of boxing. It's the business of a combat sport. Hope he pulls through, man. Yeah, man, hope he pulls through, man. I don't want no fighter going through what they're going through, but this is the business of boxing. This is what it entails. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like you see did you see the sequence? Remember, he was like this. Morrell, while he was about to attack him in that in the last seconds, right? He did the sleeping thing, saying that he's about to put him to sleep. God forbid he permanently do that. But then in the same sequence, when he stopped him, celebration, and then he was holding him up. Look at the sequence. I'm gonna put you to sleep, but I'm gonna help you up. It's crazy. It's crazy how the mind works, even as a warrior. You know what I'm saying? It must fuck you up if you permanently hurt someone in the ring. I know, man. We heard the stories of Nigel Benn. We heard the stories of Chris Eubanks Senior when they explained how they felt about it. You know what I'm saying? But I believe there was somebody wrote. I don't know if it was the boxing scene that said they flying in the family members of I want to pronounce his name right. That's what it is. That's why I didn't even want to say his name, because I want to pronounce it right. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I want to pronounce it right. I want to pronounce it right. I want to pronounce it right. Well, I say boxer hospitalized, and it shows the the man, it's not this. Why they showing me this, man? Why they showing me that one? Ray Mancini. Also Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. You know what I'm saying? He also laid out somebody. Kovalev also laid out somebody. He also did damage, permanently damage to somebody. Adios, your boss, Inuli. See, that's why I didn't even want to say his name, because I really can't pronounce his name. Ados, your boss Nuli. Your boss Nuli. Well, I apologize if I pronounce his name wrong. But yeah, man. Um, Let me see if there's any update. The representative of TGB Promotion and PBC are on the ground in Minneapolis with Ado's team, and we are monitoring the situation closely. Out of respect for he and his family, privacy, we can't share any details, but we ask the boxing community to keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Facts. Yeah, he didn't seem to bother Kovalev much. They should have stopped the fight like 2 rounds earlier. I mean, we all also. I mean, that's a You know, we could debate that also about if they should stop the fight earlier and things of that nature. Look, there's a lot of fights out there that the referee stops the fight early because the referee sees something, and the whole boxing world is like, why did he prematurely? Why did this ref premature stop the fight? You know what I'm saying? But the ref saw something. Now a ref is getting critiqued for not stopping the fight earlier. You know, there's people out there that I remember the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, the first fight. People out there felt like they should have stopped the fight right there when he was on the ground. Deontay Wilder laid Tyson Fury out flat on his back, hit the canvas and stuff like that. He had his eye closed for a good 4 seconds and stuff like that. And normally another referee would have just took the mouthpiece so he could breathe and stop the fight. Won't even count. But Jack Reese counted, and then look how things turned out to be. You know what I'm saying? I think it's also a hard decision for a referee as well. You know what I'm saying? I pray for the referee as well, because that's going to be on his conscience as well, because people going to be like, it's his fault. You know, it's going to be in the conscience of the corner. It's going to be the conscience of the fighter. And it's going to be everybody's going to have to take some type of accountability, right? Fair or not fair, it is what it is, man. Sad to say, man. But shout out to everybody, man. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. You see the thumbnail, see the title. You already know this past weekend. Also, we saw a great outing by Dimitry Bivol. You know, great footwork, great speed, great combinations and stuff like that in between the punches. Zurdo Ramirez just couldn't get into the rhythm of things and really just didn't pressure him the way that he was supposed to pressure. Like I said yesterday, that Zurdo Ramirez approached this fight like he was like it was Anthony Joshua approaching the Alexander Usyk fight, the first fight, trying to outbox the boxer. That's not gonna work. You too slow for Dimitry Bivol. Your foot is too slow for Dimitry Bivol. Probably your power is the same thing. But at the end of the day, Dimitry Bivol didn't feel threatened by Zurdo Ramirez, because I didn't even think that Dimitry Bivol would be the one that was walking Zurdo Ramirez down for most of the fight. But you see the thumbnail. Now, several weeks ago or a month ago, you already know that Canelo Alvarez, the 4th division world champion, the super middleweight undisputed Canelo, aka King Nelo, aka Cartelo, aka Cash Kelo, aka Payday, aka get the fuck out of here, man. Canelo Alvarez was criticized, and even by me as well, why he wouldn't face the Mexican fighters, because of course there was a potential that if Zurdo Ramirez beat Dimitry Bivol, and already, you already know the pressure of the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? That's the pressure right there that a lot of people want to see Canelo Alvarez fight. If Zurdo Ramirez would have beaten Dimitry Bivol, that would have been another Mexican. And then, of course, the pressure, the heavy pressure and the criticism would have been on Canelo Alvarez. Now, you got to fight these guys. You got to fight the guy that beat. You got to fight the guy that beat you, and you got to fight David Benavidez, the guy that everybody wants you to fight in 168. So there was a heavy pressure on Canelo Alvarez to face a Mexican fighter, and I think that Zurdo Ramirez losing this bout and David Benavidez going to signing contracts to fight Caden Plant, that Canelo Alvarez is free from the pressure, is free from the criticism, and Zurdo Ramirez has released the pressure and weakened the pressure of the criticism of Canelo Alvarez not facing Mexican fighters next. So Canelo Alvarez got to be like, eso está bien, gracias que tú perdiste, porque si tú ganabas, Zurdo, ya tú sabes que la gente viene a decir que yo tengo que pelear con usted y no quiero porque somos un mexicano. Bivol is a hard guy to beat, man. That's gonna be a good fight, man. The light heavyweight undisputed. That's gonna be a good fight. Beterbiev versus Bivol. Beterbiev versus Bivol. That's gonna be good. Now, there's going to be people out there that, hey, for the people out there that was criticizing, people out there was trying to debate me. I can't believe this, man. People out there was trying to debate Ponte Ronki about, but there's still a rematch clause for Canelo Alvarez. But there ain't no rematch clause because Canelo Alvarez declined to activate the rematch clause. So that's it. There's no more rematch clause, right? And I really do want Dimitry Bivol to go out there and fight and wait for the Beterbiev fight so we can get the undisputed light heavyweight championship of the world. 2 undefeated fighters, 2 very threatening fighters, 2 different type of styles. But those styles, you can see that it meshes, right? We see that Bivol is not he likes to engage. We know Beterbiev likes to engage. You know what I'm saying? You got threatening punches. You got good, highly skilled. I think it's going to be one of the best fights in the sport of boxing. Probably the best fight in the sport of boxing in 2020. Probably better than Bud Crawford or Earl the True Spence. Let's be honest. What you think, folks? We got 2 pound-for-pound fighters, just like a potential pound-for-pound fighter in Bud Crawford and Earl the True Spence. I just don't think that this fight is going to be like over-marinating. We already know that Beterbiev is 37 years old. Bivol's in his 30. I hope that they can get this fight done. I think these fighters do fight for legacy. I don't think that Dimitry Bivol wins anything but money and fighting Canelo Alvarez again. Now Eddie Hearn is trying to get this fight, trying to get this money, trying to make Dimitry Bivol go to 168 to fight Canelo Alvarez for undisputed. I said no. For what? Nah. I want Dimitry Bivol to face Beterbiev, and I want Canelo Alvarez, you know what, to face. He's not going to be facing Caden Plant again, unless that Caden Plant beats Beterbiev. Was good. HLD was good. If he beats Benavidez in a spectacular fashion, of course, the people still going to be calling on David Benavidez to fight Canelo Alvarez. But what is Canelo Alvarez going to be doing if he comes and returns to Cinco de Mayo? Who is going to be fighting? We already heard that Ryder going to be facing Zach Parker. So who's there to fight, guys? Who's there to fight? Who's there to fight? Should I say the name or y'all gonna get mad at me? Tell me. I mean, Ryder, Parker is gonna be fighting each other. But Beterbiev gonna be fighting and then after that gonna be fighting Bivol probably. Bivol wants Beterbiev. David Benavidez and Caden Plant is hooked for the early part of the year. We don't know if the fight gonna be in January, February, March. They said early to 2023. If Canelo Alvarez decides to return in Cinco de Mayo, who would you want Canelo Alvarez to fight? Now I'm going to say a name that you may be. Oh, come on, Punch. Come on, Punch. Yeah, I said it, goddammit. Demetrius Boo-Boo Andre. If you feel, guys, that Demetrius Andre is it's really no high quality competition. And Canelo Alvarez is coming, from a hand injury. Why not take a tune-up, right? Right? I mean, for y'all, Dimitry Andre ain't that quality of fighter, but it's a good undefeated name. Moving to the 168, and you know what I'm saying, can get a tune-up, and then probably in September he fights one of these winners. Huh? How about that? No? Huh? No? Why? Why not? Huh? Oh, you okay, Kobe? He said Boo Boo can't beat Bivol. Oh man, what's good, Kobe? What's good, Kobe? How about Dimitry Andre versus Canelo Alvarez? Cinco de Mayo. If Canelo Alvarez returns, how about Dimitry Andre? Huh? I mean, right? Like I'm gonna say it again. Ryder gonna be fighting Parker. Bivol gonna be fighting Yard. But Bivol just finished fighting. He's gonna be waiting. You got Caden Plant gonna be fighting David Benavidez. You got Jamal Charlo. I don't know who you're gonna be fighting. Maybe a Charlo. Maybe and I don't think that Charlo gonna be waiting a lot. But Dimitry Andre, how about that? Dimitry Andre versus Canelo Alvarez. What about that? Yeah, I think so. I think that should be the next fight for Canelo Alvarez. Boo Boo should fight Morrell. Yeah, it's a good fight, I guess, at this moment. But I got Dimitry Andre and Canelo Alvarez. I think that would be a better fight. That would be a better fight in 168-pound division. Yeah, that would be a better fight. I want Tip Bailey's in the building. Was good. He should break Spence up in the catch weight. Nah. Spence ain't gonna get a pass. Nah. Spence got to fight Thurman or Buck Crawford. He's not gonna be fighting no Canelo Alvarez. No, Earl Spence is not gonna get the Willy Wonka ticket for Canelo Alvarez. No, he got some work to do in 147. He got two of the best that he needs to fight, especially in this era. Buck Crawford or Thurman. He can't just go to leave 147 to fight no Canelo Alvarez. No, you ain't gonna get a pass for that. Halim in the building. What's good, man? Rapstar Boxing Knowledge in the building. Everybody subscribe to my brother, Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. Oh, where's the energy, bro? Here, let's go, man. I'm always got energy. I always got energy, brother. This guy just hating on Bivol. Dimitry Bivol is doing it. They're pretty good. I think that fight of the year was Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. I think the performance of the year has been Jamel Charlo. And I think the fighter of the year may be Dimitry Bivol. What y'all think about that? Fighter of the year, Dimitry Bivol. Fight of the year, Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. Performance of the year, Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castaño to capture the 154 undisputed crown. And that's what it is, man. And there's some good performances too. You got Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez. That's a great performance right there. You got the Bam Rodriguez versus Ron Vasai. You got the Uwe versus Nonito Donaire. But I just think that Jamel Charlo did have almost a 50-50 fight, right? I don't know. I don't bet on boxing, but was it what I heard in the booking? The betting odds was fairly very, very close, right? So I think that was a 50-50 fight. I think that was a pick'em fight for a lot of people. A lot of people believe that it was a pick'em fight. I already knew that Jamel Charlo was gonna knock Brian Castaño out. I did a lot of videos saying the same thing. What up, Emmanuel? What's good? Fundora versus Lubin. Oh, that was a good performance as well, man. That's a good performance. Damn, this was a good year for boxing. Chuck in the building. I think it was a good year. I think it was a good year for the sport of boxing, but I think that it was underwhelming, though, because I do believe that the pandemic, when everything was all shut and everything was all closed, I think we seen good fights, better fights. I think we've seen better fights. Let's not forget, during the pandemic, we also got Chocolatito versus Estrada, right? We got that fight. Chocolatito versus Estrada. Nonito became a champion again, beating O'Bali. We seen Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko. We seen Jose Ramirez versus Josh Taylor. We seen a lot of great pandemic fights. You know what I'm saying? I think the women took over 2022. Again, I'm gonna say it again. Yeah, Minnesota versus Katie Taylor, Madison Square Garden. Beautiful fight, beautiful event. We had Savannah Marshall versus Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields capture again, undisputed. We just had Chantel Cameron versus Jessica McCaskill. Chantel Cameron, damn, I don't see nobody beating that woman. Even if Reese comes back, I know she's doing acting. She getting acting gigs, but I think that Chantel Cameron beats Reese as well. Fundora versus Lubin. Yeah, I got to put that up too, man. Fundora versus Lubin was a good fight. Was a good fight. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. I do believe that Zurdo Ramirez losing to Dimitry Bivol takes a lot of pressure out of Canelo Alvarez, takes a lot off of Canelo Alvarez, because of course the Mexicano, the boxing world, the legends, the Mexican legends, the boxing community, everybody was gonna get on Canelo Alvarez. If Zurdo Ramirez would have beat Dimitry Bivol, they're gonna be the tú tienes que pelear ese mexicano. I don't want to fight mexicano. Tú tienes que pelear ese mexicano. ¿Qué tú estás diciendo, Canelo Alvarez? ¿Qué es eso? Tú tienes que pelear a Zurdo Ramirez. What happened? You crazy? Are you scared of other Mexican fighters? And now the pressure is off because Zurdo Ramirez took his L versus Dimitry Bivol. So you put that the Zurdo Ramirez to the side. Jaime Munguia, you put him to the side where ain't nobody really talking about Jaime Munguia, Canelo Alvarez, and then David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, is going to be fighting Caleb Plant. So Canelo Alvarez is like, hey, por fin, coño. Thank you, Zurdo Ramirez, que tú perdiste, porque ya tú sabes cómo la gente se están hablando. Esa presión, no, very good. So it actually leaves. Now, I think Canelo Alvarez could relax. No criticism going his way. I know that Canelo Alvarez have stated that he want Dimitry Bivol, but looking at Dimitry Bivol, and let's be real, I think for the past this year, I think a lot of people have doubt in Dimitry Bivol. I'm not gonna be that I'm not guilty of one of the people that said that Canelo Alvarez heading to that fight with Dimitry Bivol, that Canelo Alvarez going to win. I was very high on Canelo Alvarez going and beating Dimitry Bivol. I was so high on Canelo Alvarez that I said, God damn it, if he beats Dimitry Bivol, shit, might as well go fight Alexander Usyk, because he's gonna bypass cruiserweight, he's gonna bypass Makabu. You know what I'm saying? If Canelo Alvarez whooped Dimitry Bivol's ass, I even bypassed Baturbia. I said go after Alexander Usyk. Oh yeah, I was high on the Canelo Alvarez. I was high on the Canelo Alvarez train. Yeah, I gotta keep it real because the momentum. I said he was like he had the Black Mamba mode. He was on Black Mamba mode. He was a Kobe. He was a Kobe. He was a Michael Jordan in the fourth quarter. He was looking invincible. Canelo Alvarez, Saúl Canelo Alvarez, aka Canelo, Cartelo, Cascalo, aka Payday. Get the fuck out of here, man. Canelo Alvarez was in invincible mode. So I saw everybody that stepped inside the ring with Canelo Alvarez. I think he was going to wipe him out. I thought he was going to beat him to a pulp. I'm talking about the pound for pound, the cash cow of the sport of boxing. But then I got humbled, just like what this boxing world does to people. We got humbled. I got humbled. I'm not afraid to say that. I'm a human being. I'm a man. I admit that I'm not always right. I'm not y'all. Dímelo, Big True. What happened? I could be wrong. I ain't no Nostradamus. I ain't Tifa Lopez Sr. I was wrong. Yeah. I fed into the hype. I ain't going to say it's a hype, but I fed into the momentum. I fell into the aura. And now I got humbled. But I'm all right. I could say that I got humbled. Some of y'all motherfuckers don't want to be humble yourself. Some of y'all don't want to admit that y'all got humble as well. And there's going to be people out there going to be passing on the same narrative. It's going to be, no, Canelo, no. He always wanted to fight Dimitry Bivol, but he had a contract to fight Triple G. But there's still a rematch clause. Mira, cállate la maldita boca, que no hay un rematch clause. Estúpido. He didn't activate it. That's it. There's no rematch clause. Mamá huevazo, cállese usted. Mentiroso. Hold on. I gotta do this. Hold on. Hey, espera, dame un momento, my friend. Un momento. Espera. Espera, señor, espera, señor, espera. Vamos a poner esta cosa. ¿Dónde que estamos? Enter. What happened? Let me upload a picture right quick, y'all. I gotta upload a picture. Espera. Sácate de ahí. Hold on. Give me a second. Chara. Cállate usted. Espera. Give me a second, my friends. Un segundo. Oh, man, there's people mad at me for my last video, too. Okay. Shout out Kobe, bro. BX in the building. What's good, man? NYC in the building. Corn in the building. What's good, man? What's good, y'all? Real quick though, Virgil Ortiz versus Crawford. That's a good fight. The heavyweight, the welterweight division is all stacked up. Dude, Bivol is nearly perfect in that ring. Bivol looked it good. He looked it sharp. He looked it sharp. And even though that he was actually, you know what I'm saying? He was very, very patient. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like I was watching a fight. When I was watching the fight, I'm like, yeah, but Dimitry Bivol ain't really trying to put it on them and stuff like that. But as soon as Zurdo Ramirez try to throw more than 2 punches, Bivol like, bing, 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 bing. Tate quieto, okay? You know, it's so funny that during the Canelo fight with Dimitry Bivol, they had him as a Californian. They didn't even want to mention that he was Russian. Remember? They didn't even want to mention that he was Russian. They put that he was from California. They did some dirty shit. Over here in America, man, we do some dirty shit, bro. Like we like it's getting really, it's getting really, you know what I'm saying? For real, man. We disrespecting a lot of people. Shout out to Kanye West and shout out to Kyrie Irving. I'm rocking with their support. I support Ye and I support Kyrie. Okay? And I ain't know what the fuck he posted. All I'm saying that you can't be shushing people. Huh? Look at LeBron James don't want to say shit. LeBron James don't want to say nothing. But when they told your ass to shut up and dribble, you got tight. You got tight. Yeah, now you shut up and dribble now. I'm saying? Culture, man, falling apart. The culture is falling apart, y'all. You see, I predicted Bivol versus Zurdo to a T. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I want to have fun with the prediction. You know, when I have no horse in the race, or y'all like me, when you don't have no horse in the race, you actually go for the underdog. That's why we like Rocky movies. Why do you think Rocky Balboa is the man? Because he was an underdog. We're molded to like the underdog. You know why we're molded to like the underdog? Let's be honest. You know why? Because most of us like underdog ourselves, man. We scratching and claw, how you say, clawing? Anyway, but we're trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we identify with underdog, because most of us, we all underdogs in our respective life. No, I'm a winner, though. I'm a winner. But I'm just saying, man, on the come up, we all feel like underdogs. Clawing, right? You know, English is my second language, Con. You know what I'm saying? You could give me a break. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So with the Canelo Alvarez, yeah, I felt like Canelo Alvarez, he ran through Smith, he ran through Saunders, he ran through Plant and pause. I'm not saying ran through like it was some train or shit like that. All I'm saying is that Canelo Alvarez looked invincible. Let's be real, let's be honest. And I know there's gonna be people out there be like, but who did Smith beat? And who did Saunders beat? And who did Plant beat? Huh? You know what I'm saying? When people want to nitpick the resume, all I'm saying is that Canelo Alvarez was running through mother effers, all right? He was looking invincible. He was looking sharp. He looked like nothing fazed him. He got a good chin. And even with Dimitry Bivol, the fight with Dimitry Bivol, yes, Dimitry Bivol was outboxing Canelo Alvarez, but even Canelo Alvarez, you already noticed, like, damn. You know what I'm saying? This just, I think looking at this fight this past weekend with Zurdo Ramirez and Dimitry Bivol, that should certify even the haters and the Canelo haters that, yo, my man, Canelo Alvarez could have picked anybody. Canelo Alvarez could have picked anybody. And he picked the hardest challenge that was on the table. Let's be real. Whether you're a fan of Canelo Alvarez, whether you're a haters of Canelo Alvarez, you're going to have to admit that Canelo Alvarez had the balls and the heart to pick. He could pick anybody. He could pick anybody. He could pick you. He could pick Jake Paul. He could pick Logan Paul. He could pick ASI. He could pick you. He could pick anybody. He could pick the guy from the highlight truck. He could pick the taco truck. He could pick the Uber driver. He could pick anybody. A Pastor de la Iglesia. He could pick anybody. TDJ. He could pick Joel Osteen. He could pick Oprah. He could pick anybody. And he picked the hardest guy on the table. And we saw that this past Saturday. We saw it more clearly because I know a lot of people wasn't paying attention to Dimitry Bivol. Let's be honest. 3 fights ago, Dimitry Bivol was fighting in the undercard of Katie Taylor. He was fighting even behind Conor Benn. That was like, what, 3-4 fights ago? 3-4 fights ago, Dimitry Bivol was not even co-main. He was not even a co-feature. Let's be clear about this. So I know you wasn't looking at Dimitry Bivol. But the fact remains, and then we see it now more clearer than ever, that Canelo Alvarez is a risky mother effer. The Canelo Alvarez got balls of steel. The Canelo Alvarez won every single challenge, and it's evident. Looking at this, you don't even see. Come on, let's be real. You don't even see people beating Dimitry Bivol right now. Only Beterbiev. You know that he's the best. He's one of the best, or probably the best, arguably the best light heavyweight right now. They got the skills to pay the bills. They got the footwork, got the power, got the intellect. You know what I'm saying? Got the defense, got the combination punches and stuff like that. Huh? We see it. And we said Canelo Alvarez, you could have picked anybody. You could have picked Canelo. You could look what's on the table. He could have picked Charlo. He could have picked Benavidez. He could have picked anybody. He could have picked Andre. He could have picked Jaime Munguia. He could have picked anybody. He got voluntary bouts, and he picked the hardest one out of them all. He didn't have to fight Bivol. Let's be clear. He did not have to fight Bivol. That fight was not even a marinated fight. That fight was not even talked about. The only time that people talked about Bivol or Canelo Alvarez wanted to shame Canelo Alvarez for fighting Kovalev because everybody wanted to critique that Kovalev was old. Right? That's the only reason why we have a her Canelo Alvarez versus Bivol. We have a her Canelo Alvarez versus Beterbiev. But in all actuality, Canelo Alvarez volunteered to fight one of the best fighters in the mother effing world. And him losing shared a light like, wow, Canelo Alvarez lost to Bivol and stuff like that. But then when we saw Dimitry Bivol again versus Zurdo Ramirez, then we're like, hey, yo, why Canelo? Why? Dang, you got hard. You got hard. What if Canelo decided to go Beterbiev instead of Bivol? Shit. Wow. Wow. I know a lot of people still mad about that we're not going to be watching Bud Crawford versus Earl of True Spins. Bud Crawford going to be fighting David Avenesian. I know people are mad. I just think that all hands should be on deck. All hands should be on deck. And we should just say, fuck you. No. Fuck you. Bud is good. No, fuck Bud. Fuck Spence. Fuck you and fuck you. I don't care. Fuck you too. Get the fuck out of my life. I don't want to hear about Bud Crawford or Earl of True Spins no more. I could hear them separately. I want to talk about Bud, Virgil, Bud, Boots, Bud, Thurman. Earl, Virgil, Earl, Boots, Earl, Thurman. Earl moving up, Bud moving up. I don't want to hear no Bud versus Earl of True Spins no more. Yeah, esa vaina ya se acabó. No more, no, please. If you're a Bud Crawford fan, Earl Spence fan, cállese la boca. We don't want to hear that no more. We ain't going to push it out here in Punch Drunk Boxing. We're not going to push that fight. I don't care about Bud Crawford and Eddie the True Spins, Eddie the Light Spins. I don't care. That's bullshit to me. That's it. 4 años para esa vaina. Who the fuck you think we are? Huh? We some bitter baby mama waiting on how they be in the street, how they go every other weekend and go visit a dude in jail and stuff like that. He got a 10-year bid, and we here still waiting, some writing letters. When we writing tweets, that's like a bitch writing a letter to her man in jail. I wish when you come out, we could, probably take it serious and get married and stuff. I can't wait till you come out. He's like, yeah, I can't wait. Don't worry. I promise you that I'm going to be who you want me to be or what I'm destined to be. Ain't no more tweets. Ain't no more videos. Ain't no nothing. Shut the F up. Let's all be, let's give them a message. Let's give them a message. Bud, you're a great fighter. Earl Spence, you're a great fighter of this era. I don't want you to fight. I don't want to wait for y'all no more. That's it, man. I don't give a damn what you do. Go fight for Honduras. You, Bud Crawford, go fight David Avenesian. I don't give a damn. You're 35 years old, man. You got 2-3 years left. Come on, man. We on Boots and Virgil. That's it. Boots and Virgil. Vete pa la mierda ustedes dos. ¿Qué me importa a mí? ¿Ah? Tú eres feo y tú no hablas. Este maldito feo. ¿Ah? Cállese feo, que I don't care. Usted también, hey, Twitter, motherfucker. Tú no hablas, habla. Pon un video como este feo también. No. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest. Huh? Bud Crawford does a video. Huh? At least he does a video. Ese tipo no habla. Huh? Good looking now with that super chatting. Punch, where's the receipt on Spence ducking Cotto to become 2-weight world champion? Article website, because that's a big accusation. Ay, Dios mío, I got you right here, my friend. Okay, baby. Hold on. Better, my friend. Te tengo aquí. Give me 1 second, okay? 1 second. I got you right here, baby. I got you right here. Bam! Spin turned down Golden Boy's $2.5 million offer to fight Canelo Alvarez. IBF welterweight champion Earl True Spence couldn't fight Miguel Cotto in December, but Spence opted not to take a multi-fight deal with Golden Boy promotion, my friend. He talked a Cotto. Okay, got you right there, my friend. Pero gracias. I'll read the whole article to be honest, dude. Earl Spence figures to be one of the rising stars in American boxing, and the 27-year-old proved his worth as an elite welterweight by winning the IBF title versus Kelly Brook back in May. Spence's next fight won't be until January 2018, as he defends his title against veteran contender Lamont Peterson on Showtime. While many boxing fans will take interest in Spence fighting WBA, WBC champion Keith Thurman, or even arguably the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter Terence Bud Crawford, who is moving 147 and unifying the 140 pound. We could have seen Spence against Miguel Cotto on HBO this December. However, let's read. Spence, whose promotional free agent, elected to go with the Peterson fight as a setup of an advisor Al Hamon, rather than accept an offer to sign with Golden Boy Promotions, which promoted his first 15 fights and has been after him. Golden Boy offered him $2.5 million to challenge junior middleweight world title holder Miguel Cotto on December 2nd in Madison Square Garden, New York. An HBO fight Cotto has said will be his final bout. That would have been incredible. That would have set the tone. My friend, that's what I said. I'm no liar here, okay? Because people forget. But Ponte Dronky right here for you. Earl Spence, Duck, Quacky, Miguel Cotto. He could have been a bigger star. And for Earl the True Spence to say to Oscar de la Hoya, the Golden Boy, el que ha hecho todo en boxeo, the 6th Division World Champion, that he don't know how to promote black fighters. Mentiroso, Eropin, you a liar, because he was trying to set you up the way that he set Canelo Alvarez up, because Canelo Alvarez's biggest win around that time, before that, Canelo Alvarez will say himself, was Cotto, and he was setting you up. He was setting you up, you Earl the Liar Spence. He was setting you up just like he was setting Canelo Alvarez up to fight Miguel Cotto. Pay-per-view, HBO, Madison Square Garden. Boricua, Boricua. Yo soy Boricua. Pa' que tú lo sepas, mamá huevo. And you decided to fight Lamont Peterson in the Barclays Center. Around that time, get out Barclays Center. You chose Barclays Center over Madison Square Garden, the Mecca. You chose Lamont Peterson versus, and you ain't chose Miguel the Legend Cotto. And also, it's reported that you made $1.2 million versus Lamont Peterson when you was gonna get $2.5 million versus Miguel Cotto. Mama, whoa. Those are the facts, but people like to forget. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm here for y'all. I'm here. Ponte Dronky right here for you. Smash the like button. Ustedes, ustedes son free here. El Ponte Dronky, el WhatsApp, el Super Chat, what happened? Somos pobres aquí, pero estoy trabajando. Vamos a ver si me dan respeto ustedes. They don't like facts though. They don't like facts. Be like, you know how many messages today I got? I got since yesterday saying I didn't know that. People was like, I didn't know that. Yeah, Earl Spence, Doug Cotto. A lot of people didn't know that, or a lot of people actually forgot that. And you know what? What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. Look at this. Let's keep reading. Why Earl the True Spence chose to fight Lamont Peterson rather than Miguel Cotto. Let's further. Look at this. However, according to one of the sources, Spence was promised $3.5 million by Heyman for his next fight to stay with him. So for Errol Spence not to go sign this deal with Golden Boy Promotion, a multi-fight deal. And my source told me it was a 2-fight deal. The third one was option. So it was a 3-fight deal, but it was a two fights, and the third the option. Y'all already know that the IBF around that time gave Errol Spence a voluntary bout. And if he wishes to take that voluntary bout, look, listen to me. If Errol Spence was given a voluntary bout by the IBF, and if he wished to take the voluntary bout, he will have to fight an immediate mandatory, and that would have been Carlos Ocampo. So even if Errol Spence would have signed with, put it this way, mira, te lo voy a poner bonito a ustedes. If Errol Spence just would have signed a multi-fight deal with Golden Boy Promotions, Miguel Cotto, you know it's the final bout. So you know you set up to win. You set up to win, just like Saddam Ali won, my brother. You were set up. If Saddam Ali beat that Miguel Cotto, of course Earl Spence going to beat that Miguel Cotto, right? So Earl Spence was set up to be a star, not just a star, a superstar, set up in Madison Square Garden. Matter of fact, Earl Spence, you was born in New York. That should have been your dream to fight at Madison Square Garden, the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, where Ali fought Frazier, where Patrick Ewing made his fadeaway, but never, you know what I'm saying? With John Starks, the Harlem Globetrotters, St. John's, Big East, Georgetown, You're talking about PAL, You're talking about that. You're talking Madison Square Garden, Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor. And you chose to go to the Barclays Center where the Nets play. Mira esa mierda. Anyway, but he was still going to be fighting Carlos Ocampo. And think about it. Golden Boy Promotions could have promoted that shit with Carlos Ocampo even better than the way they promoted, because Carlos Ocampo was Mexican too. So you know that would have been a better promotion anyway. And then you would have had to decide whether to leave on the third option. You would have been good. You would have been a star. You would have been good. That's why I don't like when people don't talk shit to me about Oscar de la Hoya. Oscar de la Hoya is the man. Ya lo dije. You know what I'm saying? Think about that, bro. Think about that. If Errol Spence would have fought Miguel Cotto around that time and beat Miguel Cotto, what would Errol Spence be today? What would Errol Spence be today? You would have adopted probably that the Puerto Rican, because you know you don't talk too much. You a nice guy. You would have adopted that fan base. You would have adopted that fan base. Pero tú estabas atrás en la teta de Al Heyman. Tú querías beber la teta de Al Heyman. Ahí mismito. Bernard Hopkins would have been right there, man, promoting you and stuff like that. Let's keep on reading. The offer was made from Golden Boy. I mean, everybody been trying to, this is what Earl Spence said. The offer was made from Golden Boy. So we already know that's an offer. This ain't no he see, she say, he say. This was an offer. I mean, everybody been trying to get me if you're promoter since I turned pro. And I just declined. Spence said, I don't want a promoter right now. I feel like I'm starting my own promotional company. ¿A dónde está esa promotional company? ¿A dónde está esa mierda? He said, I feel like I'm starting my own promotional company. Probably later next year, and do my own thing. I'm already fighting on network television. I'm already the main event. I'm already getting great money. So I don't see what a promoter can offer me. Mira esa mierda. I'm already, what he said, I feel like I'm starting my own promotional company probably later next year and do my own thing. I'm already fighting on network television. I'm already the main event. I'm already getting great money. So I don't see, but you ain't ready. But you haven't fought a legend like Miguel Cotto. Mama huevo. Tú no peleado con Miguel Cotto. That would have put you from here to here. Okay. And then you fought who? Lamont Peterson. Carlos Ocampo. Mikey Garcia, 135 pounds, and you couldn't knock him out. Eso es lo que tú peleaste. Para todo eso. But let me say it again. What goes around comes around. So you chose not to fight Miguel Cotto because they promised you 3.5 million. So Al Jamón te dijo, hey, Earl, don't go over there, please. Hey, Al, man, I'm gonna fight Miguel Cotto. They're gonna give me $2.5 million. I'll come right back. No, don't leave. You know I don't like I don't like Oscar de la Hoya. Say I promise. No, I gotta go take this Miguel Cotto. This is a legendary fight. Come over here. I got 3.5 million for you. Then you say what? I said I got 3.5 million for you. Y la teta mía que tú quieres esa teta y mimito para you soki. ¿Ah? Te tengo la teta de leche y te doy 3.5 million. Earl Spence was like 2.5, 3.5. That's 1 million more. I know math. That seems more. So let me go fight Lamont Peterson because I'm guaranteed, he's guaranteeing me that I'm going to get more. So let me not fight a legend. Let me not also become a 2-division world champion where at the time, think about it, Miguel Cotto was a champion. Earl Spence could have become a 2-division world champion. And you would have had Kell Brook on your resume. Miguel Cotto on your resume. Later on, fight the likes of Porter in your resume. You still would have accomplished anything because that was just a multi-fight deal. You still would have accomplished what you accomplished until this fall, but you would become a 2-division world champion. Your resume would look apart. Huh? But what goes around comes around because guess what happened several weeks ago? What happened? Bud Crawford didn't choose to fight you because somebody else guaranteed him more money. Ve, como la cosa es. You didn't fight Miguel Cotto because you wanted more money. Bud Crawford ain't fighting you because he wanted guaranteed more money. What goes around comes around. What Earl Spence did years ago, Bud Crawford did it to him. Ve lo que pasó. Ve. And look how they faked this dude. Mira, yo no estoy hablando mentira. I don't speak a liar. Me no liar around here, okay? Me no liar. Look. However, according to one of the sources, Spence was promised $3.5 million by Heyman for this fight, for the next fight, to stay with him. Spence didn't get into the specifics of the offer, but he said he was indeed offered a deal by Golden Boy and simply was not interested. Now let's see. Look at, remember, $3.5 million. Al Heyman promised Earl Spence not to go with the Cotto fight. Let's see how much Earl Spence made versus Lamont Peterson then. Mira este ridículo. All right, baby. ¿A dónde estamos? Despite other reports, Spence's purse was a reported $1.2 million for the fight, and Peterson took home $600,000. Ese tipo te habló mentira. Al Jamón te habló mentira. Dijo, hey, I'm going to give you $3.5 million. Y mira lo que ganaste, maldito palomazo. Mira lo que te dieron a ti, estúpido. ¿Ah? Mira lo que te dieron a ti. Look at that cheat. ¿Ah? He lied to you, Eric P. He lied to you. And look at you right now. Huh? No Bud Crawford fight. And they lied to you again. Estúpido. Huh? When Bud Crawford said, hey, yo, tell Al, he knows these investors as well. ¿Por qué no cogió esa pelea? Huh? Why he said, you know what, Earl Spence? You're not signed to a network deal. I'm your manager. If there's more money than BLK, go to BLK. Just like I told Daniel Jacobs to go to the zone. Just like I told Mikey Garcia, there's more money in the zone. Get that $7 million versus Jesse Vargas. If they got 20 million guaranteed, 25 million guaranteed, vete para allá para BLK. But no. ¿Por qué tú no dijiste a Aeropin que se vaya para la mierda y que se vaya para BLK Prime? Huh? Because instead of securing the fight, you was massaging your relationships with the networks. Instead of securing the fight that your fighter wants, the fight that the whole world of boxing wants, you didn't secure the 20 to 25 million guaranteed purse because you're wanting to keep the promise, maybe to Steven Espinoza and the networks, that no, this fight has to be here, not there. But Crawford is a network free agent, and your client Earl True Spence is a network free agent. Pero Errol Ping, mamando la teta de Al Jamón, no habla ese tipo. ¿Ah? He didn't stand up and be like, yo, no, ow. Why Al didn't stand up to Al the way that he stood up saying to his promotional, to his management company, that I am not going to fight Keith Thurman. I told him, even in the audio, right? I'm not going to fight Keith on top Thurman. So why you didn't put your foot down and say, hey, yo, I'm going to be okay. Give me the $25 million guarantee. This is my legacy. This is my money. Don't you tell, I want to go over there. You make that deal happen. Huh? I hire you. You my advisor. You my manager. You're not my fucking boss. I hired you. I pay you 10%. Now you make that fight deal. You make the fight happen and be okay prime. I don't give a fuck where it's going to be. Fight app. I don't give a fuck it's going to be AOL, MySpace. I don't give a damn. You make that fight happen. $20 million, $25 million guarantee. You make that fight happen for me, Al. Oh, you only want to put your foot down, Errol Ping. You only want to put your foot down when you want to say that I'm not going to fight Keith Thurman. ¿Y qué Keith Thurman te hizo a ti, maldito papá mamagorbazo? ¿Qué te hizo a ti? What he did to you, huh? That he stole your prom date or something like that? I'm not going to fight Keith Thurman because when I called him out, he didn't give me a chance. When I called him out, he didn't give me a chance. Cállate la maldita boca. You fight Keith Thurman or Buck Crawford. ¿Qué? You're not going to fight. You're not going to fight. Estúpido. You're going to fight. ¿Qué? Boxers want more money, nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But we can't go with the fake. Let's be real, let's be honest, bro. Let's be real, let's be honest. The same shit Earl Spence did with the Miguel Cotto, but Crawford did. I guess that $3.5 million wasn't guaranteed, or they give you money under the table. That's what it was, Earl Spence? That Al gave you money under the table? I'm just reporting the news, guys. I ain't lying. Yo estoy hablando mentira. I know liar here. I ain't no liar. I know hater. I know dick rider. Is that plain to see? Do you see the fuckery going around here? Do you see that Earl Spence actually avoided? It's there. It's public records. He avoided and ducked Miguel Cotto. He ducked to sign Golden Boy Promotions multi-fight deal that would have been a legacy fight, and he ducked this legacy fight with Bud Crawford as well. So fuck it. Earl Spence been ducking legacy fights all along. He only comfortable in fighting that he knows he's going to win. He knows he's going to be Mikey Garcia. He knows he's going to be Carlos Ocampo. He knows he's going to be Ugas. He don't know that he's going to be Earl on Keith Thurman. Y'all think he's going to be Keith one-time Thurman, but he's not going to be no Keith Thurman. He don't got the heart to be in the ring with Keith one-time Thurman. He don't got it. I don't give a damn how washed up you think Keith Thurman is. Keith Thurman got the skills and talent to beat Earl True Spence. Am I saying that Keith Thurman going to beat Earl Spence? No, but I'm saying that Earl Spence knows the threat that Keith Thurman brings inside a square circle. He knows the tools. He knows the tools of Bud Crawford. That's why Bo Mack a couple of years ago said, who's a harder fighter, Thurman or Earl Spence? And he said Thurman. That's what all the fighters that they both of these guys step inside the ring, from Leonard Bundu to Sean Porter, Dimitry Garcia, who hits harder? Who hits harder? Oh, Keith one-time Thurman. Tú tienes miedo de Keith one-time Thurman. Lo dije yo. I say it right here. I say it. I know y'all lost confidence. I know. Dice big fish. He said he's a goldfish. Dice big fishy, big fish. Mentira, big fish, nothing. He said Thurman isn't anything special. Earl Spence either. Earl Spence either. He ain't do nothing more benefit. He ain't do nothing more significant than Keith one-time Thurman. What the fuck did he did more than Keith one-time Thurman? He beat Ugas. That's what he did. What anybody? What? Name me the top welterweights, right? Bud Crawford, Earl True Spence, Keith one-time Thurman. Didn't tell me anybody that did anything way more than Keith one-time Thurman that I gotta be like, oh yo, this guy's some other level shit. Dime con, que estoy hablando con usted. Dime con, what happened? Talk to me, motherfucker. What happened? Tell me somebody in the welterweight division right now that did anything more significant than anybody else, so I could be like, yo, I don't know, man. This guy looks unbeatable. Nadie. 3 belts, see? But okay, so more significant, meaning more significant. No de que he beat Ugas to become a 3-belt holder. ¿Qué le hizo? Dime, mi gente. Ain't no world beaters over here in the welterweight division. There's great fights. I believe all these guys are in the same level. I believe that nobody really separated themselves, significantly separated themselves. Bud Crawford hasn't done more in the welterweight division than Keith Tom Thurman. Dime, ¿qué tú peleaste? Bundle? I beat Bundle. Sean Porter, I beat Sean Porter years ago when he was in the peak prime. I beat Sean Porter in the peak prime. I beat Dennis Garcia when he was undefeated. ¿Qué tú has hecho que yo no puedo hacer? Que you beat Ugas y esa mierda. I'm sorry, Ugas, pero tú eres bueno. Pero estoy diciendo. Yo, but he beat Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao that was off at 40 years old for 2 years and came right back and fought Ugas in 11 days notice. Ese Ugas que tú estás hablando. That's the credit you're going to give me. Oh, but Ugas beat Manny Pacquiao. He fought Manny Pacquiao on 11 days notice, and Manny Pacquiao was off for 2 years. No. Y'all giving too much praise to people because you know why you giving so much praise, overly praise to Earl of True Spence? It's because you desperate for Bud and Earl Spence. So y'all want to shit on everybody around them until you get that fight. You don't want nobody to step in the middle of that fight. Pero ya, esa gente no quieren pelear. Nothing was standing in the way. No side of the street, no promotional company. Nothing was standing in the way. Both of these guys are network free agents. Nothing was standing in the way. There was $20 million on the motherfucking pot, and he didn't want to take it. Okay, once again, he's listening to Al Hamon. When Al Hamon don't take that fight with Miguel Cotto, okay, papi. All right, daddy. I won't take the Miguel Cotto fight. No, you're not gonna go to BLK. But you said Mikey Garcia to get some more money in the zone. You ain't had no problem going on the zone. You ain't had no problem. Even Flo Mayweather's on the zone. I mean, like you said, you know what I'm saying? You sent Andy Ruiz to go out there. I mean, to get some money. I just want to get money. I want to get Bud, but it's right there. They're offering $25K. Got it. No. You're gonna stay here. Así como Al Hamon le dijo, okay, you're gonna stay here. But Earl Spence saying, Al, but I want to go over there. I want to fight in this. I'm gonna shut up. You're gonna stay right here. We're gonna work with the networks. We're gonna work with Fox. We're gonna work with Showtime. You shut the fuck up, and you're gonna stay right here. And you're gonna do as I say. All right. All right. Al Haymon le hizo una cosa a ese tipo. Al Hamon le hizo una cosita a ese Europín. Probably will Willie his asshole. Algo le hizo a ese tipo. Yo no sé lo que está pasando con esa gente. Él le hizo algo ahí. He did something to Europín. Huh? He did something to Europín. Maybe during the car accident and stuff like that, he probably really got in trouble. You know, he had a gun in the car and all that. So I know the Texas, you can have your car. But ese le hizo algo a Europín. Huh? I was like, you're going to stay right here, right now, okay? I want to go over there. Stop acting like a little bitch. All right? I'm the godfather out here. You're going to stay right here. But I want to fight. I don't want to fight Thurman. If I say you're going to fight Thurman, you're going to fight Thurman. You fought Mikey Garcia. Huh? I told you to fight Mikey Garcia, right? I know that. I stay here. Earl Spence called Bud Crawford back. Because look at that. Bud Crawford called Earl Spence like a real G. Hey, yo, my man, we got 20 to $25 million over here, bro. Bud, I can't talk to you. I gotta call Al. Motherfucker, I'm calling you. This is your phone. I know, but I gotta call Al because I just gotta call Al, okay? And then I'll let Al call you. Mira. Palomo! Uete Palomo! Okay, you don't know what's that, Europín? Palomazo. You are Palomo. It's supposed to be a free agent. I can't be he's a free agent. Nobody knows the trouble I seen. Who's gonna defend Europín on this one? Huh? If you defend Earl Spence, I'm gonna give you this award. If you defend Earl Spence, this is the award. Who wants to defend Earl Spence today? Huh? Dime. Who wants to defend Europín today? Motherfucker, everybody. What happened? Eh? Who want to defend Earl Spence today? Sue was the real Mexican monster till Bivol came. She. Now, Zurdo was the Mexican monster. He said, I'll defend him. El General, you want to defend? You want to defend Earl Spence today? Huh? Okay. All right. Okay.
Punk bitch nigga, you owe me money.
Okay. Look. He called Crawford while Al was looking at him. Okay. Toma ahí. Espera. What happened? Ven, vamos a hablar de boxeo. Ven, gente, vente. Ven, el link está ahí mimito. Vamos a hablar de boxeo. Ven, vamos. ¿Qué ustedes me tienen que decir de Aeropin? Dime de Aeropin. ¿Ah? Canelo Alvarez, that's it. No more pressure for Canelo Alvarez as well, man. Now he could rehab good, no pressure, no people saying that he ain't gonna be fighting a Mexican fighter. Zurdo Ramirez failed. Put a counter for. I mean, it was a competitive fight. He just could have won the rounds, you know what I'm saying? But it was a competitive fight. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest, you know what I'm saying? Zurdo Ramirez never could hold the jock strap Dimitry Bivol in terms of skills. He don't got the bag, he don't got the tools. So what Zurdo Ramirez actually did, I mean, it was actually good, man. He could learn from it though. I mean, he's 31 years old, right? But he could learn from something. He could learn from it. Sorry, bud. My daddy said I can't go. Sorry, bud, but I gotta talk to Al because he told me if anybody ever called me, directly, I have to. I can't talk to you, Al. I gotta call Al. I can't talk to you. But thank you for hitting me up and telling me all the information. Now you said you got $20 million, 25. I'll tell Al. Al, it's 20, 25. Okay, there's no 25. It ain't mine. $25 million that I gotta break up. I'll put Drake on. Huh? Look at the success that I have. You don't even know who BOK is. Huh? I know you're trying to be an NOI member. Because Earl Spence is trying to be the NOI. Yeah, I know that, right? Earl Spence is trying to become the Nation of Islam. Yeah, I know that. Earl Spence is trying to be in the NOI. Canelo did much better than Zurdo against Bivol. ¿A dónde está la gente? Vengan ustedes. Sucio, viejo. Hold on. Give me a second. He's a Muslim. I think he wants to be an NOI. Last time he was talking about that. Oh shit. Transcendent Sports. What's good, bro?
What's so good, bro? How are you doing?
What up? Hold on. Let me put the headphones on. Hold on. Damn, I haven't seen my brother Los in a minute. Yo, what's good? Transcendent Sports. Canada in the building. What's good, man? Punch Run Boxing all around the world around here, man. What's good?
What's good, brother? It's been quite a while. It's been a minute since I talked to you.
I know, bro. Where you been at? Is it me or is it you? What's going on, bro?
It's work, family, how it is, bro.
Hey, come on, let's Punch Run Boxing. When you work and you're supposed to tell your supervisor, whoever, that Punch Run Boxing is on, man. If you don't want me to, I gotta tune Punch Run Boxing. You be like, I quit, like Jeffrey told Uncle Phil.
Yeah, actually, you know what? That's funny because I actually got my boss into your channel. He's watching. Watching you because me and him were talking about boxing all the time. Like, hey, this is a guy following YouTube. He's a good brother of mine. He's transplant, and he's like, that's really good. He watches you all the time now.
Oh shit! Yo, shout out!
Yeah. So I actually there was a couple times when you're online. I'm like, hey, he's online and he watches you when he's at work, and I'm like, can I join? He's like, no, you got to do work, Carlo. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. So there are times there is. How's family, man? The whole family's good. Kids are fine. Wife's good,
man. Good, blessed. Jackie Hernandez with the super chatty. Dime, Jackie. La gente tiene miedo. They don't want to come to Pate Drunky. Tienen miedo. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate you. God bless you.
So
Hope you had a great weekend. Dímelo, Transcende Sport. What happened? What do you think about what topic you want to talk about? The Bud Crawford, the Earl of Spins, the duck and the dodge, and the quack quack quack, or you want to talk
yeah,
about this?
yeah.
Go
Look,
ahead.
honestly, I wasn't really disappointed about Spence and Crawford not making because we've seen it in the past. Like no one should be really surprised, right?
Mhm.
Um, Now, as a fan of the sport, I have much more, I guess, low esteem when it comes to big fights because either one fighter is gonna disagree on another thing, or second, the money's not there, or third, it's not there yet, or whatever, right? Um, I'm not really disappointed. I'm just not really shocked. I'm just more like, whatever. I get over it because honestly, there's other great fights gonna happen. I'm not really hanged up about this Spence and Crawford thing. I'm just more like, hey, there's other fights that are big and that's worthy of our attention. Like what you
True.
said before, right? I don't need Ron Crawford, man. I'm sick of it with Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. I was like, oh, dude, 6 years, whatever, this, right? So I'm used to it. We're all should be used to this because this is the sport that we have this love and hate relationship with the sport. Yes, we love it because we love the drama and the action. We hate it because we don't get the fights we want and stuff. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Now, I'm not saying that Crawford ducks Spence. I'm not saying Spence duck Crawford, but there is some promotional issues, I think, and promotional. Um, what's a quote? What's a good way to promotional dodgy things going on, sketchy things going on, promotion of both sides, right? We can't really blame it on the fighters. They just here to show up, fight in the ring, and that's it, right? So
Mhm.
I think like you said, there's other fights like that's gonna be worthy for our attention. I don't we're not really gonna hang up with Bud and Crawford and shit. And it's just it is what it is. It's the nature of the sport.
Yeah, I don't give a damn about that fight, to be honest, man. You know what it is? I think that look, I really don't really give a damn about that fight happening. Um, I'm I'm not even waiting on but it's just what people want to talk about. It's good for content, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But look, it is what it is. If they really want to, if they really wanted this fight could have happened. Look at Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant just finished a fight with Anthony Durrell. He signed to
Yeah,
fight David Benavidez. Easy,
right. Easy.
easy. So if you
That
really,
that's
if you say you a boss, you know what I'm saying? Because both of these guys say they bosses. Earl Spence say
right,
he's a boss.
right,
Bud Crawford say he's a boss. That this fight
right.
should have happened anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I don't.
it's
I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not. I'm not. I don't care. I don't
I,
care.
I'm I'm in the same boat as you. When I was like, yeah, that's right. When you were talking about it, like, yeah, well, I don't know why fans are getting mad. Who what? There's other fights. There's other. No one's. I hate to tell the people. There's really no face of boxing. When Mayweather came up, yeah, he was faced a little bit. Man, Manny Pacquiao, yeah, he was like back then. It's like Mike Tyson or Ali. There's always new fighters that you can be excited about. It's just not just one, right?
Mhm.
It's I don't know why so people are getting upset about it. People are calling out each other. People saying, "Oh, he ducks, he ducks." Honestly, we're all just fans. We're not in the ring.
Because it was the biggest fight of this generation. That's why. And
That,
everybody's been waiting for it for 5 freaking years and bitching and back and forth for 5 years. And Terrence Bud Crawford robbed the fans of the undisputed fight, a supreme legacy. That's
hi,
why. What's
hi,
going on,
HLD.
Punch?
What's good,
What's
HOD?
going
What's
on?
good, HOD? Well, I say it's collectively HLD feels is totally Bud Crawford. Transcend the sport. You don't give a damn. I feel like it was both of them. I feel like there was opportunities on the table. And they chose not to sign. They chose not to go with BLK, but they chose to go with Showtime or whoever was doing the network, the Showtime and PBC. There's no real transparency coming from Al Heyman, never. So I don't care. I don't care. Like it's just good for content. I get that's what it
how
is at
how
this
how
point.
how does it help boxing that one of the greatest fighters of this generation is gonna be exposed on maybe 10,000 pay-per-views, over 400,000 pay-per-views? How does that help the sport of boxing? I'm the consumer. I'm not talking about being a fan because I'm not a specific fan of Spence or Crawford. But how does Crawford help the sport and the legacy when we always talk about We choose legacy over money. That's what legacy reigns supreme. And what did he
Right.
do? He robbed the fans.
Right. Actually, but we can't just force anybody. Like if they don't want to fight, we can't force any. We can't
That's a
force them.
duck.
I feel Earl Spence duck too. I feel Earl Spence duck too.
Only
Why
one
you ain't
guy
go to?
walked away from the table.
Hey, you should have gone to the other table.
Oh yeah, let's go on the on LKPP Pornhub.com app over there.
Hey, they got some money. They got some money to give. Go check it out,
They don't
boss.
got money, man. December 11th, bankrupt.
We'll
Hey,
see. We'll
HLD,
see.
what were you
Earl Spence,
talking about?
why Earl Spence ain't step up? Why Earl Spence ain't
Hmm.
step up and be boss like and go check that out?
To
Huh?
boss. It's like
not only
it's like saying I'm used to shopping at Neiman Marcus, maybe Macy's, and no man, you know what? I'm gonna go to the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna go to the $5 store. That's what Crawford did. And you
hey,
want the
sometimes you
top
get
guys
some
to
good
go over
shit.
there?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this: if you go Christmas shopping, I'm going to the $5 store.
No, it's a different, bro. It's a different. That's different. That's
I
different.
agree.
You got the cousins. They deserve no more than $5. I get that.
I'm
Yeah,
going
no,
to the $5
man,
store.
no.
Give me all my decorations and shit like that. Get the
Hey,
decorations.
let's be
Get
honest.
the fake Christmas tree. Get the plastic Christmas tree and shit like
Right.
that.
Yeah, let's be honest. We have some family members that's not even worth $1.03 a present. We have families that's not worth that. But honestly, like our question is for you, HLD. If two people in the fight, they don't want to fight each other, but they have other people, like other weight classes and other fighters are willing to fight each other. Would you rather watch that than just kind of like seeing and waiting if the other two are going to fight each other?
No,
Because I feel
it is what it is. But the thing is, this fight was on. They're knocking on your door. It's
right,
there. It's
right.
not like it was before where two different promotional companies, they weren't negotiating it. No, this was there, and it got pulled under everybody.
But
So
were you
as a
surprised though?
consumer, as a pugilist of boxing, as one of the members of the YTBC community, where I know there's hardcore Crawford fans, there's hardcore Spence fans, and then you got the hardcore boxing fans, and we all got robbed, regardless of the fact we got robbed, and
But see,
that's what sucks about it.
I think it's the buildup of there's a lot of fakes. You know what I'm saying? See, the buildup of this is why Earl Spence, of course, Bud Crawford is accountable for this, but this is why Earl Spence, for me, also is accountable because it was you, the first man, to got into his face to tell him that you answer to nobody, that you are a boss, that he has to answer to Bob Arum. And Bob Arum was there that same day. So you have projected yourself in being this guy that is a boss, that you make the moves, you got the money, you got the all this and stuff like that. But then it was that time when another boss, free agent, calls another boss, and you say, "Well, I gotta talk to Al Heyman." Well, Al Heyman know these hedge funds, huh? Let me talk to Al Heyman. Why Al? Now see, this is why
But
I've been
that's all
saying.
noise, though, Punch. That
But
doesn't. I mean, Crawford knows that he's got a boss, and Crawford knows that he had a boss. I mean, we all know that fighters got bosses, and
but
still to this day, now he's working under PLK. They're his boss. So
but
let's
that's
I
but
mean, I don't get it. That's all
that
noise.
that's why I say that all this thing, Al Heyman will need to talk, but he's never gonna talk. So I'm gonna give Bud Crawford the benefit of the doubt because at least he's being trained. He don't have to go live and tell me what's going on.
Yeah, but he got caught. He got caught with his pants down when Spence was tweeting. Yo, put the draft up. You said that we didn't do these things. Put the draft up.
Matter of fact,
And when he told him, hey, who are the names? Who are the names of these people of the hedge funds? He didn't respond to that either. He
yeah,
responded to everything with noise about boss. But when it came to the details of what this fight broke down about, Crawford was silent. He couldn't respond because he knows he got with his pants down.
No. As a matter of fact, in my opinion, Earl Spence shouldn't even ask the question. You should have put that on blast right there.
You know that he cannot put out his side of the business side. He cannot put out his side of the business.
Why not?
Because that's the way boxing rolls. And then they're just like the other day, I was hearing Fury's talking about the Anthony Joshua and whatnot, a fight that they were trying to make. But when it came to that, the details of that I cannot talk about it.
Okay, so maybe they could talk. Maybe that's what happened with Bud. At Bud, he spoke about it, but not in details. Maybe he's saying maybe Earl Spence is telling Bud Crawford to show it because there's a disclosure that said you can't be showing the details.
No, well, in other words, that one man cannot show the business of the other guy. I can show what's mine. I
All
can't
right,
show what's yours.
but that's what I'm saying. Earl Spence, that's yours.
Right,
Give
but
them,
the
tell the fans.
draft that they sent for him,
Mhm.
that's his contract. If he wants to show that, he could show that. That's on Crawford.
I don't know. I say Earl Spence, show it. They calling you out, Earl.
No,
Show it.
he called Crawford out. He didn't say nothing to it. He
Yeah,
didn't even respond to it.
but I'm saying even okay, Bud Crawford didn't show it, but Earl Spence ain't show it either. You ain't showing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Bud
Who's the
Crawford
one calling
didn't
who a
show it.
liar though?
Okay, all right. So that's what I'm saying. I won't
Crawford
even,
is one call. So then if I'm lying, show me the proof.
okay, if all right, if you tell him, if you say yo punch, you're lying, right? It's up to me to be like, am I what? Huh? What?
Yeah, but the thing is, Crawford didn't say I was. He didn't respond back. Yo, you lying? He didn't say nothing.
Yeah, but why Earl Spence just saying, I don't gotta ask you, just put it up there. Put it out there. Here, take this, take this.
Yo, man,
You telling me, nah, man, Earl ain't want that either.
we got I got 3 years of rotary tapes just showing the same thing. I don't need Spence. I don't need that. I don't need the belt. I got Bomac talking about hey, if we could, and ironic, I could get $10 million to fight rather a mediocre fighter over a better fighter. Yeah, we'll take that over the better fight. Of course we will. You know, we're getting up in age. That's all Team Crawford talk.
He went for money like Earl Spence went for money not to take the Cotto fight. Same mindset. Same mindset. These guys just want the money. So I'm there. Like I don't
to say that Spence that Crawford would not have made over $10 million with the pay-per-views would be kind of crazy to say. He wouldn't have made it.
Well,
I mean, or even if you made $8 million over the $10 million, you're telling me you rather not take the path of legacy for $2 million when you know that after that fight you would have had a rematch clause that made you the A side without the pay-per-view, making the second fight probably even bigger than the first fight.
I was leaning towards and I was dropping the videos. I was leaning towards the Earl Spence. I was leaning towards giving Earl Spence the benefit of the doubt. But when he tweeted that there was no guarantee for him too, but there's a guarantee on the other side, then I don't know what y'all talking about. What type of money y'all talking about? Matter of fact, where you getting your money from? Where y'all getting your money from?
They're getting it. That means they're getting it strictly from the broadcast deal, the show, the pay-per-views, and the gate.
Nah.
And the gate. That's where their money comes from.
Nah.
Yeah, you know that's how Tank Davis makes his $5-7 million a fight.
Nah.
He takes $1 million guaranteed. Everything is from the pay-per-view and the gate. And the broadcasting rights around the world, whatever they get out of that.
Nah, you get it somewhere else. Somebody giving you money under the table. Somebody giving you money under the table. It's just like go to that interview. Remember, go to that interview when he was on that yak, Earl Spence, and then Adrian Broner will be like, "Hey, yo, don't say it. Hey," and he'd be like, "Oh, y'all think I make this money? But if y'all really think so, okay, y'all think I made this money?" Like insinuating that. Whatever's reported, the way y'all think I'm getting money, that's not the way I'm getting money. That's why they stay hush hush. Where is that money coming from? Where is that money coming from?
How much is that money? We don't know that, right? All we know is what we know. Now, if you're telling me that he got, $30 million, then we're gonna be like, damn, now where is that money come from?
That's why I put.
But it's not 30 million.
That's why I put that. That's why I put the.
And if it is that openly, loudly, I'm sorry, the FBI be all over this shit. The DOJ, we be all over this a long time ago.
But that's why I mentioned. That's why I brought up the Miguel Cotto Earl Spence shit. So you could see how Earl Spence also moved in the past. Hold on, you know what I'm saying? Like right here, I don't know for how long you was listening, HLD, but right here, hold on, let me put. Hold on. Right here, if you could see, read it again. You know what I'm saying? This one, he dug the Miguel Cotto fight. You know about this, right, HLD?
Earl Spence Jr. turned down Golden Boy 2.5 offer to fight Miguel Cotto. So $2.5 million. What year was that, Punch? We can get up a little higher. 17. $2.5 million in 17. What was Devin Haney making at that time? Was he about to sign with the Gold with the Zone for $3 million?
I don't think he signed. 2017 is still early because they turned
2018.
pro 2016. Now look, right? Hold on. Rapstar, what's good? What's good? Hold on. Let me see this right quick. So people could get caught up on speed, right? Spence, who's promoted free agent, elected to go with the Peterson fight, set by advised Al Heyman rather than accept an offer to sign with Golden Boy Promotions, which promoted his first 15 fights and has been after him. Golden Boy offered $2.5 million to challenge junior middleweight title Miguel Cotto on December 2nd, Madison Square Garden. Spence turned down the deal that would have also included a longer-term promotional agreement with Golden Boy and an exclusive contract with HBO. Sources with the knowledge. However, according to one of the sources, Spence was promised $3.5 million by Heyman for his next fight to stay with him. Spence didn't get into the specific of the offer, but said he was indeed offered a deal by Golden Boy, simply was not interested. Now,
okay, well that's when Al Heyman was doing all that robbing of Golden Boy's fighters.
okay,
that was the hustle.
So look. So the same thing that the Zone have done, that BLK is doing, the same thing. I'm gonna give you more money for you not to go somewhere else. But what was reported? How much he made with Lamont Peterson? He made was reported. Despite other reports, Spence's purse was reported $1.2 million for the fight, and Peterson took home $600,000.
Stay with him.
Yeah, because the way he stayed with Al Heyman is by him giving him a stipend for signing with them. So there's probably a signing bonus from him robbing him from Golden Boy. That's the hustle with that. That's the way I see it. He's
So
like, look, I'll sign you to a bonus. You stay with us, and look, he robbed them from being a free agent.
So I'm saying he went for the money as well. He ain't choose legacy. Because if he would have fought Miguel Cotto, Saddam Ali beat Miguel Cotto. That was his finale, Madison Square Garden finale that went sold out. The Miguel Cotto versus Saddam Ali almost sold out Madison Square Garden for the finale fight of Miguel Cotto's legendary career. He was champion, and Earl Spence would have became a 2-division world champion in 2017, the same year he beat Kell Brook. He would have been fighter of the year. That's number one. 2-division world champion, beating a legend. He didn't have to wait for Manny Pacquiao in the future. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean I hear what you're saying, but Spence was not the only move that Heyman was doing at that time. He was stealing everybody on the Golden Boy.
True, but I'm saying that Earl Spence had a choice as a free agent. He had a choice.
Yeah, but
now,
the thing is that bunch we're comparing a PBC who had a Fox deal, who has a Showtime deal versus.
They didn't have a Fox deal at that time.
What year did the Fox? With who did the PBC open up with?
They was about to open up with NBC. That's what.
So they still had a major network deal.
But
yeah, you see, I mean, what I'm saying is that let's say he would have that Crawford decided to take this money and went onto but he's on a janky ass yo, man, not the Zone didn't open up this janky, man. This place is janky as hell. BLK is janky.
Let me get this. Sid Bayless. Sid Bayless in the building. Good looking out with a super chat. He said the Spence and Thurman fight is right there as well. And we have Earl saying he won't fight Keith. It's been 7 years. That's the legacy fight for not the legacy fight, HLD. Sid Bayless said. Good looking out, Sid Bayless. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge in the building. What's good, man?
Yes, man. What's happening, Punch? What's happening to the people? What's happening to the subscribers, man? How's everything going, Punch?
Come on, things are going.
Okay, things are moving. Yeah, you excited about boxing right now? Yeah.
Excited about boxing. I'm actually underwhelmed of the men. Put it that way, because the women have showed up. 2022. But
Punch, you flying out to Omaha, Nebraska, right? December 10th.
I'm no, you crazy? I'm gonna be in Madison Square Garden. Teofimo Lopez versus Jose Pedraza.
Why you not going for the biggest fight, bro? In Black Prime. Why you not going to Terrence Crawford's fight, bro?
I'm going to buy it, and I'm gonna be in Madison Square Garden to watch Jared Anderson, to watch Keyshawn Davis, Xander Zayas. Look at that beautiful card. You got Teofimo Lopez to take over.
How much is that fight, Punch?
Free.
What?
Free.
Oh my God!
But I gotta pay parking.
It's for free. You know what I mean? and who's the undercard for Crawford and David Kardashian?
I don't think they got nobody.
Mm.
I don't got nobody. I got nobody. PBC, that's it. They ain't got no more cards for later this year. That's it. They done.
They're gonna have border wars people in there maybe for
They done, man. They done, man. So yeah, man. What you gonna do, rap star? Whose side you picking? Whose side you picking?
All right, look, I look at it this way, Punch. I bring this contract to you. I want to do business, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to be. I want to get this undisputed fight. I'm taking my time out. I'm telling my Cody, look, guy's got no promoter. Let's make a deal happen with this guy, right?
Mm.
Now we all know if I'm bringing this business to you and I'm sending contract to you, and you're getting an undisputed fight for legacy, and everything you said about Oscar De La Hoya's fight with Errol Spence to fight Miguel Cotto, it's irrelevant. That was a different time. He was a pup then. Now you're talking about a 3-belt champion who wants to be undisputed, and the other guy said he wants to be undisputed. It's a whole different ball game. Him fighting Cotto then was conflict of interest, bro. You're doing business with a man like Al Heyman, and that time Al Heyman was paying over the odds to take fighters away from Oscar De La Hoya. He was doing what DAZN did. Al Heyman did that first. He was using his hedge fund. He was making sweet deals with these guys, giving them bonuses that they signed to fight with him. And it doesn't matter what Oscar De La Hoya is going to bring to the table. Now Al Heyman's going to get these fighters. Like you said, it was NBC and then it went to Fox. He had a package and he wanted to make sure that it had nothing to do with Oscar De La Hoya. So it's irrelevant if he had fought Miguel Cotto in my eyes at that time, because business structure had changed that opportunity for Errol. But anyway, what we're
Irrelevant
gonna
for business or irrelevant for legacy?
business. It's all business there. Because right now, what we got to realize here is Errol Spence wanted to do this business. He did. He took his time out for Terence Crawford to do this business. Now,
He never came
yes,
to the table.
look, what we're gonna say is we don't have to talk that rubbish, because we
fighters
know
don't
that
need to go to the table when
the
they got a
man who
representation.
he's never been to the table. The man who represents him, Errol Spence, can tell the world he's a boss. He's not. Everybody knows that's just jive talk. That's just talk. Everybody knows no boxer is a boss, right? Even Canelo Alvarez is no boss. He has to work with people. The people have to. Without those people, there is no fight. Canelo
You could
works
be a
with these
boss and
people.
partner up.
You
could
can
be a boss.
partner up, but he ain't
Oh.
that boss. Everything Al Heyman's done for his structure, he's going to do the same for him. So Terence Crawford had the contract. Now, even if they say, oh, there was no guarantee, well, Errol Spence was going with no guarantee. Everybody in the world knows that Terence Crawford was the B-side, Errol Spence was the majority player here, right? So if Terence Crawford believed in himself that he can beat this man to be undisputed, in the second fight on the rematch, his cards would have been strong. But due to the way that he was doing business, back and forth, he didn't feel that comfortable, because he himself feels that Errol Spence is a big threat, that he knows, and you know, I think, and I know, that these two guys would have done 400,000 pay-per-views. Between both of these guys, 400,000 pay-per-views is not a big deal. That's $32 million just there. $32 million on pay-per-view these guys could have generated just there. Not to mention the gate, the sponsors, and whatever other money they can bring to the table.
They would have
Both
made.
of
He would
these
have made over
guys,
10 million. He would
What
have made
did
over.
that's why I'm getting to HOD. Terence Crawford knows in his heart he would have got his 10 million. He would have definitely got more than his 10 million than what he's getting with Avanesian. What
So
Terence Crawford has done, he's secured his business and he has fucked off legacy. I blame Crawford. That's just me.
who's the promoter that was going to do this fight?
Well, Al Heyman would have had his
He's
promoter.
not a promoter.
But Al
It would
Heyman's
have
got
been
people working
Brown.
with
Which
him.
promoter?
But we
Which
know
promoter?
that
Tim Brown, right? Whatever his name is, Tim Brown.
Those
What did Tim
promoters
Brown?
are out there working with Al
No.
Heyman.
I mean, but what does that even matter anyway at this point? What is
No.
what's the-
I'm gonna get to it. Y'all, when it comes to BLK, you mentioned who's gonna be the promoter. Who's promoting this?
promoter for BLK is that guy they hired, Steve Bash from Bash Boxing.
Terence Crawford didn't believe in himself. That's my thing, bro.
Steve Bash from Bash Boxing, a local fight dude from California, is they hired to get the license.
So who was on
He
the
wanted
table?
safe money.
So this was on the table that we're saying that we heard, and this is the reason why. This is the reason why there's more people that need to talk, but we're just getting whatever. But Bud Crawford is saying that I'm speaking to Al Heyman directly. Bud Crawford said I'm speaking to Steven Espinoza. No. Did he say he's speaking to TGB? No. Mayweather Promotions. Anybody that's going to be the promoter is going to be flipping the bill to this fight because Al Heyman can't flip the bill.
No, the bill comes. The bill comes from Showtime.
Okay, so the only reason why Bud Crawford will be having a conversation with Al Heyman is if he's Al Heyman trying to sign him to some type of manager contract as him being his manager. Bud Crawford don't have to talk to Al Heyman. So this conversation between Al Heyman and Bud Crawford, yet Al Heyman is representing Earl the True Spence as a manager advisor. How can you trust Al Heyman? How?
Why not? When that's how they do all their fights, that they're all signed together. All their fights are in-house deals.
They're not all signed together. That's the problem.
But what is there to trust? I mean, come on, this is PBC. We've heard what from them.
I think you know what it is. I think that people.
I mean, I don't like PBC. Let me say, look, I don't like PBC because what I don't like as far as consumer, we don't see their fighters fight enough. But I haven't heard people bitching, about not getting paid or shit like that. I mean, I haven't heard that. That I can say I haven't heard that. As a consumer, I don't like PBC because they don't put their fighters to fight twice a year. Look, you know what I mean? That's a problem for me. But as far as for the well-being of their fighters, I haven't heard negativity from them. And so why should then Crawford be having this angle from them? He just got out of Bob Arum, which everybody wants to say is the minority killer here. You know what I mean? And so I mean he's PBC's pro-minority, right?
I guess I'm not sure.
I mean, Santa Cruz named his son Alamón, right?
Hi, let me get this. Hi, low. Gracias de lo mío, Mr. Moonshine, the keeper of objectivity in boxing. My fault, I ain't shot you out earlier, man. Hi, low, dímelo. Gracias. Hi, low.
Well, I haven't heard Hi Low in a minute, man. ¿Cómo estamos, hermano?
Shout out to Hi Low, the super chat.
Hi Low, respect. The TFU Lopez people.
What's good, real American fan in the building. What's good, man?
What's good? Can you hear me?
I hear loud and clear, buddy.
Nah, I'm not him. You've been thinking I'm a cowboy. I'm not a cowboy.
Nah, man, I'm just, you know me, man. I just come with a little personality and characters, man.
Nah, you good. What's good to everybody?
What up, real boxer?
What's good?
Chilling, man.
What we talking about, man? I've been watching you for so long, bro, but I ain't never I finally actually got to talk, and I take this boxing stuff very personal because I was in boxing, and Darwin Price is going through some stuff. That's my teammate, with Mayweather Promotions, so I take this stuff real personal.
Yeah, man. Hey, for some of us, it's personal. For other people, they just want to see a good fight. Other people respect fighters and care about the fighters. And it's different type of fan base. I'm one of the fan base. I'm one of those fans that care about the fighters, that understand that. Hey, if I could understand, that's why I was one of the few. I probably was one. I believe I was 1% of the people that was like, yeah, man, Serrano, get out the table. You worth more than that. The same way, I think that a lot of people felt like Bud Crawford was coming empty and he put something on the table. And then there's a lot of people that just be like, who's BLK prop? Who this? And no, he could put somebody, he's put something on the table. He put a guaranteed purse on the table. And the other side, who is his manager, should be looking at this opportunity for his client. But I think that this other side was more looking out for the network than looking out for this fight.
Yeah, that sounds good as business. But as fans and boxing channels and people that you're talking to, that don't sound no good.
You're not going to burn the partner, man. You got a network deal with. That's ridiculous to even think, I'm going to do that. Let me burn the hand that feeds me, the guy I've been in business with. Yeah, that makes sense. Come on, over BLK Prime.
Yo, but at the end of the day, I'm look. I say like this. You could be somebody that is in the business. You a fighter. If you don't win that fight, they throw you in the garbage. These guys, fighters come and go. Earl Spence will retire, and he's gonna get somebody else. I will get somebody else. In the same contract, they could flip you to another manager if they don't want you, and you can't have no say so. You know what I'm saying? Look, people may have relationship with fighters, but these promoters, these managers, stuff like that, they're not in love with these fighters. They're businessmen. Don't think that just because you make money for me that I'm supposed to just stay with you forever. No, I build myself. I've been working since I was a kid to be in this position. My skills and talent, I provide the service. You ain't shit without me. It's not that Earl Spence is somebody because of Al Heyman. You somebody because of me and because of the other fighters as well. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed, but
that's not
still,
making like these
there's
guys be a
relationships
slave
in
to
the
Al.
game. Punch. You cannot just burn. It's like the same thing right now. Why are we not going to get the Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fight? Because Ryan Garcia grew up with DAZN. Showtime wants the fight all to themselves, and DAZN is like, no, we want to share the market. You take the US, we take the UK, but they don't want to do that. And DAZN is not going to let go of their fighters. How's Oscar De La Hoya is going to say, yeah, man, here, take my guy, and put them all on your network, the guy that we built. They're
Yeah,
not
but
going to
that's
do
not
that.
even asking for much, though.
Yo, bro.
If that's not even asking for much, that you're saying that Showtime want America and DAZN want the UK rights. At the end of the day, Showtime's not a strong player in UK anyway. So why the fuck should they care what rights is going to the UK? I actually thought Oscar De La Hoya wanted to split the network in America, he said. He said he wants DAZN to represent Ryan Garcia all over the globe. That's what Oscar De La Hoya was saying.
I'll give you an example of your side of the pond. If Kell Brook would have stood with Eddie Hearn, that Amir Khan and Kell Brook would have never fought. They would have never fought.
Why?
Because they didn't want to work together. Amir Khan didn't want to work with Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, but Amir Khan ended up having a good relationship with Eddie Hearn towards the end of his career. He did the fight with Greco. Remember that guy? Was it Lee Greco or whatever? Lee Greco? He did that fight, and he did another fight with Eddie Hearn. What was the other fight he did with Eddie Hearn? I'll tell you another fight. Samuel Vargas.
But it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. That's what Kell Brook said. And also, the fight with him and Terrence Crawford would have never happened as well. Yeah. So what? So Kell Brook has to stay and be like, okay, I got to get out, bro. This is my career. In the end of the day, I'm the fighter. You got your business with these networks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? In the end of the day, Al Heyman is not a promoter. He is a manager. He is a manager and advisor. That's what he is. He is a free. Errol Spence is a free agent of network. It's not your job just to put me on Showtime. It's not your job just to put me on Fox. That is your business. That is your business with PBC. I'm signed to Al Heyman. I'm not signed to PBC. I'm not signed to Showtime. I'm not signed to Fox.
I bet you that's part of the agreement when they sign. You're signing me as your advisor, and the fights we get go through the network that is of my choosing. I bet you that's how it's structured too.
Okay,
now, look, let me ask you
but I don't in his choosing. I'm like saying, in the end of the day, you gotta work for me. I want the Bud fight. I want the Bud fight. You know what I'm saying? So you get me the Bud fight. That's your job. Your job is not to, well, Earl, I'm not gonna make you to fight this guy because we got this business with Showtime and Fox. So it has to be here. No. Al, cool. I don't give a fuck what you do with your other fighters. All right? I want this fight right now. Give me this fight right now.
He's already signed to him through that contract, through the network of his choosing.
No, it's not.
It's not independent. Not like plus that funny money. Come on, man. Who's gonna give up this fight like that to a funny money company that's had street beefs on? I mean, come on, let's be serious. It's not like we're going to Netflix, a major network or something like that. Let's say it would have been Netflix. I'd be like, okay, legit. We know what's up. We all can get it. All right, let's do that. But it's against this janky promotion company that we don't know nothing about.
The money is there. The fight is
not good for the fans.
Ask any fighter, bro. Fuck the fans. It's the fight. I don't care
but I'm not a fan of you. Neither should be you, Punch.
But I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm a fan of the fight. Just like y'all want to see the fight. I don't give a fuck if they made an app called PCP.
It would have been made on Showtime. The door was there, ready for knocking.
Yeah, but there was another door open for BLK Prime. The thing is that you're not respecting BLK Prime. You don't want BLK Prime. You don't respect them. You don't respect their money. You don't respect anything.
It's because I understand how business works, Punch, and you cannot just go ahead and do what the hell you want like that. You have to work with people, especially when you're not the A side. Crawford is not the A side. Period.
It don't matter. But Earl Spence wants to fight. Earl Spence wants to fight. That's what I'm saying. He wants to fight.
Hey, what about this new?
Why y'all giving him? Why y'all not saying, hey yo, we want to see the fight? I'm a fan. I don't give a fuck if this going to be in whatever app. I'm still going to subscribe to it. I didn't give a fuck of the Zone. What was the Zone before the Zone came apart? The Zone just came. I'm gonna subscribe. You know what? Anthony Joshua is there. Canelo is there. Dimitry Andre is there. Devin Haney is there. I didn't give a fuck about the Zone. I didn't even know who the fuck the Zone
It showed that it was a well-established place, no janky thing.
And they lost a lot of money too.
So they lost it, but they also had like $4 billion in backing. So we know they're not just disappearing.
But then right there, it's not being a manager. Now you being
I'm just counting your argument, Punch. I'm counting your argument. That's all.
I'm saying I want to see. Everybody want to see the fight. Ain't nobody give a fuck where the money come from. If I ask any fighter right now, any fighter, I hope any fighter. Do you care where the money come from?
Yeah, you don't want to get arrested. You sure do want to know where the money's coming from.
I'm just saying.
That's the job for the lawyers, the attorneys.
I asked a champion a week ago. I said, yo, what you feel about this? Or you feel about the money? He said, man, I don't give a fuck where that money come from. If it's on the table, you give me that fucking money. Nobody give a fucking box where that money come from. Nobody even check where the money come from.
Until they get seized and shit.
Yeah, but it hasn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's what we may be looking at. Fighters just look. That's why there's fighters that just sign their deals and sign just because of the bonus.
Well, obviously they're not the businessmen. That's why they shouldn't. That's why a guy like Crawford should not be representing himself, because he don't know shit about the business of boxing. He needs somebody who knows how to represent him.
But we're gonna see. He gonna fight December 10th.
But he needs somebody to represent him, like you said. But he got to pay for that. That's not free.
Mark Nash said HLD, you just said, you know.
So there we go. So yes, in the business of boxing, working with a promoter who could have forked over his side of the deal to guarantee would have made this fight easier than what this janky thing that we've been seeing, and we all got screwed as fans.
Hey, look, man, it's just very simple, bro. Bud Crawford got a good deal. Errol Spence now's got to look at his opportunities. Right now, the legacy situation ain't that important, it seems, and it doesn't seem like it was that important at the end for Bud Crawford. He could have continuing negotiating with them. He could have kept continuing negotiating with them, bro. He could have put everything up on the listen. If he really wanted to, he could have used the social media at the end and said, "Look, he don't want to leave this fight. Does the fans want the fight? I want this fight," because he knows. Let me tell you something. You go and ask Bud Crawford on his kid's life. Ask him a question. Does he think he would have earned more money than what he's getting on Avenue Nugent? He'll tell you, yeah, he could have earned that money. He's not stupid. But it's just that Bud Crawford also has got an ego about himself. Can you blame him? He's a free weight world champion. He wants more respect. He wants to be recognized more in the way they're recognizing him in the business. They only offered him 35%. If you ask
there's two type of people in those people who are okay working hourly wage or secure salary per year, and there are those who are the hustlers that give me that commission. I'm gonna blow these numbers out of the water. You want to offer me, for an example, 50K a year? Fuck, on commission I'm gonna make 125, for an example. And those are the hustlers that Crawford is not confident that he can sell, because he's dry as toast first promoting a fight. I mean, look how much promotion he's done for this fight. Really, it's sad. So we know where he stands, and that's okay. I just wish he didn't bullshit it. Look, man, I'm not comfortable with commission. I just want to take the secure bag, and that's that. And he capped himself.
That's all. That's what he was basically trying to say in the IG live. is getting the guaranteed, and he's saying, well, whatever's in the back end, that 80-20, whatever, I don't give a fuck. Let that, when they make their money, get their money, but let's get our money. Let's get our guarantee money. Basically, that's what he was trying to say. It's almost like in the music. It's almost like in the club. You an artist. You a promote. There's a promoter. The promoter calls you to DJ or to be an artist to perform here, right? Boom. That artist is going to take the money that you give him. He's going to perform. And right after he performed, he leaves the club, or either he stays with his homies and pop the bottle. He just leave out the club. He don't give a fuck how much the club made by the end of the night. Give me my money, I'll perform, or give me my money. I just DJ for 4 or 2 hours. Give me my money. I don't give a fuck if there's 2 people in the club. You gave me my money, you pay me.
Yeah, Puncher, you're not gonna put the music industry on that. Because
that's Al Heyman though. That's Al Heyman too. So
no new artist is gonna sign off. Give me just a signed thing. They're gonna know. You give me this little bit and you give me a point. You give me a point off the sales of the things. That's what these dudes are gonna be doing now. They're not gonna do what El Cool J did back in the day. They're smarter now, and so should have been Crawford.
But Punch, what I didn't understand is when Errol Spence came on this stupid Twitter thing. Yeah, Errol Spence did say to him, I gave you everything you asked for. Put that shit up then. Because you know I can't put it up. I'm on a non-disclosure on my shit. Put your shit up.
Yeah,
and then he didn't answer that. Earlier. And then when he also said to him, you couldn't give me the names of the fucking investors of this money. He didn't answer to that.
He wouldn't know the name.
Rapstar, what was Crawford's answer to that?
No answer.
He wouldn't know the name because y'all just said that he's never
behind
on the
scenes. He
wouldn't know the name. He wouldn't know the name.
Didn't even tell.
You burying yourself though. You're burying you burying yourself. You said that that Errol Spence was never on the table, so he wouldn't even know if I give you the name. Who is? That's like when somebody asked me.
He's saying that
he wouldn't know the name.
He's saying that
we would know who the names are if they put him out there.
He didn't know the name. That he didn't bring nothing to the table. He's saying the man don't even have names where this money's coming from.
And then he said Al. And then he said Al Heyman.
He didn't even bring that shit for Al Heyman.
And then he said I spoke to Al Heyman. And Al Heyman know. He said that Al Heyman know 2 of the hedge funds.
But in my eyes,
what did Earl Spence say about that?
I saw an interview where
what did Earl Spence? Hold on. Where did Earl Spence said that on the tweet when Bud Crawford said that Al Heyman knew 2 of the hedge funds?
Right. Let me ask you this though.
What did he say?
When Terrence Crawford
there's an article by the Insiders.
Terrence Crawford got told though,
say nothing.
At the end of the day, you got everything you asked for, but you still want it to go the other way. And he couldn't answer those questions where if he really wants to talk about it, then he could have gone back and forth.
He got some new money.
What I'm saying is he got new money. Yeah, but he got new money. So now we got to remember this as men, we got to remember this. We got to separate this as men. We got to respect another man. He guaranteed his business. He got a good check for his family. Terrence Crawford told you, this is for my kids. I don't care about the rest of the world. This is for my family. So you can't hate on me. My business here wasn't guaranteed. That's what he was saying. But what I'm saying to you, when he speaks like that, and we are the people saying, yeah, respect Crawford for that. Fans are thinking, what the fuck is this stupid boxing about then? No legacy. We're here now trying to be happy for another man for his bank account. What the fuck are we talking about?
Same shit for Earl Spence.
As fans, the conversation is not good because this business is out there. And the fans are just thinking this is just pure business, man.
They try to offer Pacquiao versus Mayweather a $42 million. They were gonna cap him. Bobby was like, hell no, you're not gonna cap this. Look, and when he ended up walking away with between $72 and $76 million, but no, they were trying to cap him at $42 million.
Everybody know that this is a business. Well, the people when they acknowledge it, every fan know that this is a business. Every sport is a business. But you only allowing Earl Spence to be the businessman. That's what it is. You're not allowing Bud Crawford to be the businessman.
He would have made more money with PBC, Punch.
Who knows that? There's no guarantee.
Oh,
nobody knows that.
Man.
No, wait.
We're not that dumb. We know that fight would have made money, though.
But it's the PBC side that said that the reason this fight is not happening, it's hard to make, is because of economics. That's the PBC side.
Overinflated egos of economics.
Hold on. That's the PBC side. In January, started talking about that the fans was gonna rob it. Who said that? Bud Crawford or PBC? Who said that it was economic?
But it's a reality. Yeah, do people steal out there? Yes, that's a reality. It's not a fake.
All right,
That's
then,
a reality. But how many people really steal? 10%?
All right then. So when Steven Espinoza comes out and trying to tell the fans this fight is not not easy to make, it's not as big as economics that people think it is.
Not
That's
with Crawford
PBC.
asking for 22 million up
But
front.
what I'm saying, that's PBC side. So I'm coming in the table. So Bud Crawford's like, all right, so let me get this guarantee, because none of y'all here, we all in agreement that this fight is not as big as people say.
But it doesn't mean it's not big.
But I cannot depend on the pay-per-view. I'd rather depend on something that I know I'm going to get, because you're downplaying it on the negotiation table. You're telling me that this fight is not as big, but you want me to stay stuck on some back-end money and no guarantee. If you're already telling me we don't know what we're going to get, we don't know what the potential of this fight, give me my guarantee money, because this is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. You're not allowing Bud Crawford to be a businessman. You want Errol Spence to be a businessman. You want Al Heyman to run everything and Showtime, and you want Bud Crawford just to say yes because of legacy and whatever it is. You can give
no,
me
because the numbers would have made sense that he would have made more money. It does make sense.
And that's why
they would have sold at least 400,000 pay-per-views.
The contract wasn't as bad as what Bud was trying to make it sound out.
It's not his contract. It's the manager of Errol Spence
was tweeting his ass. You can see that the contract wasn't as bad. He got what he wanted in that contract too. It's just that he got a guarantee with Black Prime, and Black Prime found a good opportunity to, be in this situation where they want to promote boxing. He took that opportunity like Adrian Broner has, and he thought, "Fuck it, man! I'm getting guaranteed money here. I'm not even gonna go for this." So he could have negotiated that fight, but he just went for the.
They
bottom line is we got robbed, and I'm not backing
and the
that
fans
shit.
did get robbed. Yeah, the fans fucking did get robbed. But look, if you speak about it as a businessman, and Punch is speaking about it as a businessman, then we're not giving a fuck what the fans think.
No, the fans.
You know what I mean? You don't give a fuck.
But the fans, but we're talking about it because the fans also wants to understand why the fight is not happening. Like we cannot also be that's why we cannot also be dumb and be like,
because Crawford walked away. That's why it's not happening.
Yeah, he walked away because he has an opportunity that
he brought
it to the table though. It's not like he brought it. He showed the world. He brought it to the table. It's not like he said
he didn't show anything. Even Al Heyman questioning that funny money.
No. Don't say Al Heyman. Al Heyman haven't I talked.
Go to insiders. Go to insiders.
I don't care about the insider. I'm an insider myself.
No. I'm saying insider, an article by insiders.
Oh, but in the end of the day, Al Heyman needs to come out and say it. Fuck we hear Bud Crawford, we hear Steven Espinoza, we hear Earl Spence, we hear Tim Smith. No, if this is all about this one man, he gotta clear this shit out. No, he don't get a pass no more. No, he don't get a pass. Because everybody get the bullets, bro, except this man. Nah, he got to speak out.
I mean,
he got to speak out.
I mean,
where I would have been watching him before, let's put it this way, where I would have been watching him before, I'm not watching him on December 10th. You see what I mean?
If Bud Crawford is saying, I called Earl and stuff like that. Man, it seems like you're not the boss. I gotta call you.
He's not the boss. I was stupid of him to call him to begin with.
Okay, so now I'm calling Al. So now it's a conversation with him and Al, and Bud is saying that so it's good. Let's meet in person. It's me, my attorney, and you and Earl Spence and Al, and let's do it together. What happened after that?
Because no hedge fund company in the world is going to let Bud Crawford do the presentation on a $50 million deal on their behalf. You saw how that man speaks? Bullshit, no hedge fund company going to let him. They would have called Al Heyman himself, and they would have said, look, Al Heyman, we would like to make a formal presentation. I'm going to send my top guys with the numbers, and I'd like to show you what we got for you so we can try to make this fight. That's what a hedge fund company, because those managers, they would have made this fight, they would have been fired.
Why? Maybe those hedge funds told him, and he's burning the money up. He's burning the money up. This is the reason why these guys ain't fighting.
Well, who's burning the money up?
Him. Come on. Adrian Broner is saying there's nothing over there. There's no dates. There's no money. It's Adrian Broner that said that. It's a PBC side.
I really would take into consideration the source, Adrian Broner.
Oh, but Adrian Broner that pumped a lot of money into PBC though.
He pumped a lot of money under Oscar De La Hoya.
He pumped a lot of money in the PBC also. All right, come on, man. He pumped a lot of money in the PBC. He was their golden goose as well.
Yeah,
No
but I
punch.
mean,
No
look at the
punch.
source, man. I'm just gonna say, consider
Hey,
the
let
source.
the other brother speak, man. He ain't spoke once. You know what I mean? The guy who came in. Go on, bro.
Yeah. But the thing with AB, you right. AB did bring a lot of money in his source, but he also, you know, he's a wild card. He hurt himself too. Like Al gave him a lot of opportunities and he didn't prevail him. He gave him probably more opportunities than more fighters. There's a lot of options out there for AB. Even Rock Nation had his back at a point in time. He's off and on, and it's like I can't. He was mad that he didn't have a press conference, and it's like you have to earn that again, man. You have to be back in that position to earn it. And it's not always about he want to be on the biggest show. He want to be on the biggest. He have to earn it, and they're trying to make it where. That's why I like fighters like Bivol and Bitter Beef, because these guys are really fighting and they're being the best. I understand we like the entertainment, but we gotta, acknowledge the guys that are, or maybe they don't have the biggest personalities, but they're some of the best fighters, and it's showing you boxing, and it's real fighting. That's how it should be.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Even if you work and you getting paid, your boss don't give a fuck what you do with your money. See, Broner is a fuck up because the way he spent his money and what he did with his money. It's not about what he brought to the table. At the same time, he was still a name. That's if he's fucking up his money and the way he spent it, just like Earl Spence. Earl Spence is a great fighter, but hey, he got into a car accident. He wants to spend money in the club and whatever. That's on him. It's not on Al. That's on him.
But Spence ain't complaining about the money or the dates.
I'm not,
or anything like that.
All right, I'm not saying that he should. I'm not saying what Earl Spence can't stand on his business principle or whatever. Want to be loyal to whatever Al Heyman has to say. What I'm saying is that Bud Crawford is not coming empty-handed. He brought something to the table for them to look at. Now, this is what I'm saying. If Al Heyman comes up and say, "You're lying, Bud. There was no money on the table. There was no such thing guaranteed that they put up. That there was a guaranteed pot." Now we're like, okay, now he lying. There was no guaranteed pot. That's what I really want to hear.
None.
Because if they tell me, if Earl Spence will say, or Al Heyman would say, they did offer a guarantee, but we chose not to fight for BLK Prime, but there was a guarantee. Then it's full blown they ducked. It's full blown that Earl Spence ducked.
That's not a duck. Is not one of the four horsemen of the promoters in boxing would have taken that deal. Not one of them. Not one of them today. Not one of them. Eddie Hearn, not Oscar De La Hoya, not Bob Arum, and neither would Al Heyman.
But you keep on. That's my point exactly. Al Heyman is a manager. Is not a promoter.
Again, the Godfather that says he's a plumber. That's what he is.
No, he's not.
He's the Godfather that says he's a plumber.
He is not.
He's the head of the mafioso.
No, he's a manager. Let's not go with feelings, guys.
That's not feelings. That's a fact.
He is a manager and advisor. That's what Al Heyman is. TGB is a promoter.
And I own the Brooklyn Bridge.
Okay, but we're going with facts. Don't feelings. That's why the Al Heyman thing, people get it confused because they don't want to accept that he is a manager.
Okay, so then Tom Brown, whatever his name is?
PBC is a show. PBC is a show.
I mean,
the advisor
it's not a
promotion.
PBC is not a promotional company. PBC is a show.
I get that,
like
it's a show. They are signed.
Like Love and Hip Hop. That's what it is. It's
but they
show.
Still signed to them.
No,
they're signed to the show.
Oh my God, I'm saying, but anybody could be to the show because I could buy a slot and have my fighter fight that PBC show. He's not a PBC fighter.
Yeah, well, I bet he's signed to the next 5 slots. He's signed to the next 5 slots.
All right, but he's not a PBC fighter.
Okay, but regardless, he's signed to the PBC show for the next 5 slots. So where's he gonna go now?
What? Look, people got frustrated that we didn't get Jamal Charlo versus Jaime Munguia because Oscar De La Hoya did not want to do that. He brought up that joint venture with Showtime. Showtime said no, it's only going to be here, and he took the opportunity away from Jaime Munguia to fight Jamal Charlo. As a promoter, Jaime Munguia can't do nothing because Oscar De La Hoya Golden Boy Promotion is a promotional company. But when it comes to Earl Spence, you're my manager. If I want to fight in West Bubblefuck, it's your job to put me in West Bubblefuck.
No,
and put me
not if he signed to the next 5 slots.
Boy, that's what I mean. That
He signed to them regardless, whether you want to call it promotional or whatever it is. He is signed to them by contract.
By contract doesn't mean that. But look, they're signed by contract. So when Mikey Garcia was the A side to Jesse Vargas, but there was more money in the zone. That $7 million. Al Heyman did what's right for his client to get much money. Go to the zone, get that paperwork. Even as the A side, get the fuck where we at right now, and get that money over there, and you come right back. The same thing you could do to Earl Spence. Go to BLK, go get that 20 or 25 million guaranteed, and you come back whenever you want. No, you wanted that big fight on Showtime because you was catering to the network and not catering to your fighter. That's also their accountability as well. That's what I'm saying. You want to be loyal to Al Heyman, okay? You want to be loyal to the people that they be fighting you, that they put you on network.
Regardless,
He's not signed. He's signed
to the next 5 slots, like I'm saying. He is signed to, and then Al Heyman gets to decide where they want to sell that slots to, and they sell it to Showtime.
Still, so they're Al Heyman is not doing right by Earl Spence and the fans.
None of the promoters are.
All right then. So if everybody gets accountability, it's not Bud that's ducking. It's not Bud. Then both of them ain't want to fight. Both of them ain't want to fight.
As a consumer, ask me how many people are gonna now watch Bud Crawford on December 10th versus when he would have been fighting Spence. Because guess what? Everybody would have been watching for the most part in the boxing community. Now, how many people are going to watch him over there? 10,000? Are we going to see Clarissa Shield numbers when she did that app thing once? That's the type of numbers they're going to make. Because nobody going to be watching that with a stacked card that we got with Top Rank for free.
Look, Al Heyman, again, is the manager and advisor to Earl Spence. So whatever Al Heyman could tell Earl Spence, hey, yo, man, take this deal. How much I'm going to be making? You're going to be making this and stuff like that. But I'm going to tell him, man, you're going to be making this. He is dealing with Earl Spence, manager and advisor.
We're going to deal with a company that we never dealt with before because of that. Just like that. We're going to deal with a company we never dealt. Nobody would have done that.
His job is
nobody would have done that.
Earl Spence.
Nobody would have done that.
His job.
Nobody would have done that, Punch. That is lunacy. In the business of in any type of business, I'm just gonna out the blue go deal with something that I've never heard of in my life. Nobody has.
Hey, let me ask you this though.
Earl Spence is a straight puppet. He's a straight puppet. He's a straight puppet. That's what he is.
They're all puppets.
Nah. Earl Spence is a puppet. Yeah, he's Earl Spence. He called you up. He called you up like a fucking man. Step up. Matter of fact, you don't even know who it is, man. Come over here, man. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Come over here. I'm calling you, motherfucker. I'm calling you, bitch.
Nah,
you want this fight? Come fight me. I got $25 million on the motherfucking table right now, bitch. Let's fight. Or you gonna be hiding behind fucking Al Heyman?
Man, everybody sticks with their own.
Oh, you want to be hiding? Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to fight you fucking bitch. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I was Buck Crawford. Buck Crawford, that's the way you gotta tell Earl Spence, you bitch ass motherfucker. Huh? I got $25 million.
We don't call fighters names, man.
Fuck that. I'm saying what Buck Crawford was supposed to say. I got $25 million in the motherfucking bank right now in the fucking table. Put it that way. The fuck you talking about? Y'all motherfuckers are downplaying this fight. Economics. This fight is going to be robbed by our fans. So I got some guaranteed money, bitch. Let's go fight the undisputed. I got money over here. Hey, dude, what you want to be with the NOI? Huh? Why ain't you fight for black power? I got black prime. I got black money over here, bitch. Now that's fight, motherfucker.
Yo, man,
that's what I was saying. I was Buck Crawford. That's what I was saying to Earl Spence. What you gonna do? I behind Al Hamon? Huh?
That money ain't black money.
Ain't you told me in front of the whole world? You try to embarrass me saying that you a fucking boss and now you hiding between motherfuckers? Get the fuck out of here, man. You a fucking fighter, bitch. Come over here and fight. And let's get this guaranteed money, motherfucker.
Crawford is not a boss. He's a boss after he's about to retire.
You're a fucking bitch. Go stand behind fucking Al Hamon.
He's been working under somebody all his career.
Motherfucking titties. Go fuck his titties. Go fuck that titty. Go
He's
fuck
not a
that
boss.
city, Earl Spence. You a
He's not
bitch.
a boss.
You a bitch, motherfucker.
He's 35,
You a
he's
bitch.
35 years
Get out
old
of here.
now,
Get out of here.
and now
Go
he's
fight
about to
Keith Thurman.
retire.
Go fight for
Now
Thurman.
when he's
Get the
about
fuck
to
out of here.
retire, he's a
You don't
boss.
want that shit.
Now
You ain't
that he's
want that
about to
shit.
retire, he's a boss.
You don't want that shit.
When
He a straight up bitch when it comes to
he's
Buck
at the tail
Crawford.
end of his
He a
career,
straight
a
up
boss.
bitch when it comes to Buck Crawford.
I'm
That's
Straight
why
up
curious
he
about
bitch.
that's
the
why he
guy who
signed. That's
takes
why he signed
Straight
with
up
boxing
Top
serious.
Rank
bitch.
twice.
I want to know his
Straight up
opinion.
bitch.
That's why he
He's a
signed with
straight
Top
up
Rank
bitch
twice,
when it comes to
son.
Buck Crawford.
Come on, man. He's a
Ah,
boss. He's a
Hey,
boss at 35 years old.
Palomaso.
No, he's a
Hey,
boss
let
at
the man.
35 years old.
Hey, let the man who takes
Even
boxing.
Eddie Hearn said he doesn't want him, bro.
Hey,
hey,
HOD, let the man who takes boxing serious speak. How do you feel about that, bro?
HD, what's your problem with Crawford?
He robbed us, the fans, of the greatest fighter of this era. I'm not a fan of either his or a hardcore fan of Spence, but I am a hardcore fan of the boxing game. I am I am influential with my homies here on the YTBC community, and we absolutely got robbed. We got robbed from the greatest fight of this generation for undisputed supreme at 147. And this is a fight that's been talked about that I at least know of for like 3 to 5 years. And I'm like, I've been here countless nights hearing my brothers talk about this fight. Like, damn, and yeah, let's get it done. And it was knocking on the door, and my man pulled the rug under us at the 12th hour over some bullshit. Period.
And we called him out. Quack, aka Buck Quack
No,
Crawford.
he quacked because enough out of his own mouth. He's like, I don't need Spence, I don't need Legacy, I don't need and his own manager said that Bomac. Oh well, we'll take the 10 million for a mediocre fight over a top competition guy. I mean, we're in our 30s now. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Because he caught a foot because he was the one that was telling Buck Crawford, you know what I'm saying? Al Heyman got this problem, this workout for my lineup. I'm either gonna face Manny Pacquiao or Thurman, and I'm gonna fight Porter, and I'm gonna man. What about me, motherfucker? Don't you want to fight me? I'm in your face.
He's
I'm in your
arguably
face.
the top 3
Sean
guy,
Porter ain't
pound for
calling
pound
you out
fighter
like
of the
that.
world.
Talking about
Here's
Sean Porter ain't
Bud
calling you out like
Crawford.
that.
Bud
Sean
Crawford.
Porter was not calling out Earl Spence like
Bud
that.
Crawford
Keith
is
Thurman was
arguably
not
the
calling
top
out Earl Spence
3
like
pound for pound fighter in the world. And on December 10th, he is pulling the biggest injustice because nobody's gonna watch his ass fight.
No, we gonna
When
watch.
he could have had all the eyes of boxing watching him. So how did he benefit us, the consumer who carries the sport?
Yeah, the same, but the same company that said they're gonna rob the fighter, and then it's economics. They don't believe in it. They don't believe in you, Bud and Earl. They don't believe in you.
No, when we all know that this fight is between a 400 to 600, at least in our own estimation. Who knows, with a grand tour of promotional, and if Crawford's not have a dry toast personality equally as Spence's, if they both were to they step it up, this could probably push to 700,000-800,000 if they had the personalities to do it. But at least 400 to 600, I think that could have been made.
He said,
yeah. So HD, I gotta say this. In my heart, I feel that Bud Crawford is like he has like the Demetrius Andrade effect on a higher level, and it's one of those things where the promoter, they see how good this guy is, they see what can happen to Earl Spence when he get in the ring with him. They see it, and they know that once Earl Spence is they top dog, and once Bud take him out, they got to promote Bud Crawford. Or they don't have to because he's not signing them. But, everyone knows that he took out the top dog. And it's not as it looked like, and Earl, of course, he has confidence, but I'm from a standpoint, Al is looking out for Earl. He's really protecting Earl.
There would have been a rematch clause with Crawford having all the A-side stuff. So
Crawford is the type of fighter where you just seen that guy. Who is the Cubano Super Miss 168?
Oh gosh, you mean?
Huh? Morrell. Yeah, Morrell. Like Crawford is a guy where, man, he can seriously hurt you and damage you, and like some of these fighters can't. Even if they got a higher name, they can't do that. Like he can really hurt you.
I don't know, because I haven't seen Crawford hurt anybody the way Spence hurt Ugas. Not once
Yeah,
have I seen Crawford
but
hurt
Crawford,
anybody
you
like
know what
that.
you guys don't, look at. Crawford have stopped people that never been stopped before. He stopped people that never been stopped before, and that's something you got to see when you look at that. When you look at
I
that,
look at
we
the
talking
names
about
too.
guys. We talking about guys that have never been stopped. I'm not just looking at that he stopped undefeated fighters. I'm looking at guys that never been stopped before. When you
Who
can
has
do
he
that,
never
that's
been
powerful.
stopped? The only person I remember is Sean Porter. Amir Khan being stopped. Kell Brook being stopped.
Jeff
Um,
Horn,
Now
Jeff
we got
Horn was the only other one there.
now this is the convo.
Gamboa,
Who's
That's
better?
competition stuff.
Gamboa
I don't
never
see
been
none of
stopped.
But
that comes into play.
Jeff Horn is the
Only
only
fans
man
bring
that
that
he
stuff
stopped.
up.
That Jeff Horn is the only man, and Sean Porter
Gamboa, York is Gamboa.
at
Yeah,
All I'm
boy.
saying, all, I, all, I,
135.
all, I,
135. I
all I'm
thought we were
saying
talking
is
about welterweight, but go on.
both of them avoided the fight. Both of them got
No,
get
I'm
accountability. Both of them get
go ahead.
accountability. There was fake bosses saying they real bosses. Earl Spence is a fake ass boss. That's one
Mm.
thing. A real ass fighter, but a fake boss. He presented himself as a
Crawford is
boss.
not a boss either.
Well, he was talking to Al.
He's not a
He was
boss
talking to
either.
Al. He was
No,
talking.
he had the 7-Eleven guy talk to him over the summer. I forgot. Yeah.
And then he fired that 7-Eleven
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, he had the 7-Eleven guy.
He had fucking no. He got blue. Isn't he got blue balls or blue blood? Sorry,
No,
representing
you
him.
said it right the first time, Reptar. You said it right the first time.
I thought Terence Crawford had blue blood representing him versus Al Heyman.
I'm saying, ain't none of that.
Hey, he a smart dude.
For
And
me,
he a
none of them,
smart dude in
none of them
business.
get a pass. See, none of them get a pass.
He's a smart dude in business.
But I flame Bud, and it's Earl Spence. I'm flaming Earl Spence after the tweet. I'm flaming Earl Spence on that one. But yeah, Bud chose to go and get his money, and Earl Spence chose to stay and get his money.
Punch. How many people are gonna watch in comparison Crawford versus David Kardashian versus Spence and Thurman? How big of a difference do you think people are gonna? Are you gonna tune into that?
Well,
Why?
Hey, I hope that Earl Spence fights Thurman. But
let's say it is. But answer the question. How many people are gonna watch it? Are you gonna be there front and center?
I'm gonna be there front and center with Earl Spence and Thurman.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but we don't.
Because they're not robbing us.
Earl Spence don't want to fight him because
we don't know that yet. We don't know that yet. We don't know that yet. We don't know what the talks are right now.
This is what I have for the Earl Spence fan. There you go. That's your award right there. That's your award. The most valuable dick rider award for you. There you go. There you go for the Earl Spence fans right there. There's your award.
Yo, that's the bonus check that Crawford got, bro. Because that's why he's over there.
That's your award.
That's the bonus that he got, bro. He took the guaranteed stiffer.
Hey, yo, tomorrow again, man. I gotta go run, man.
Copy that. Hey, my man, what's your name that came on the panel?
Peace
real American fan. I'm a fan of all the American fighters. I'm a fan of all fighters, but I'm a fan of all like the American fighters because I feel like it's what's my guy from the UK? He gone?
Yeah. Gay Star, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that type of support that the UK fans have behind their people. Like Anthony Joshua would never have to deal with anything like this. They would have already started the fight, no matter who he fighting. You know,
hey man, well, welcome to the neighborhood, man. I mean, anytime. I think Punch wouldn't have a problem having you on the panel the next time around, man. So it was nice talking to you, man.
Absolutely, HD. It's definitely nice talking, and it's always good, with Punch. We got to thank Punch because he set this all up.
I say loco, man. I say loco.
Nah. Earl Spence ain't no bitch. I'm just saying. They both great. They both great fighters.
Hey, Punch. Check out your DM, bro. Your boy. And your favorite crackhead burned Bill.
Oh, Bill, I seen it last night. Somebody already said it to me like this.
I'm like, what the
fuck? But look, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out, brothers, man. Good looking out for showing up and being on the panel and everybody on the chat. Love y'all. God bless and on to the next.
Mayana.